I see Circo's Wolfcrone, which I think will be the match following this match, of course. I'm excited for that match. Yeah. That's going to be good. I just want to see ゚d㚚 play. I'm always a fan of watching him play, and I want to see how he handles the Zeku pick from Wolfcrone, if that's who he chooses to go with. That could
exactly.
It'd be interesting.
I don't know. I feel like maybe he will go Laura.
Yeah, he might try the Laura. That's an interesting thing. You never know, right?
Yeah.
That's the strength of having multiple characters. But it looks like first we're going to have our Storm Kubo versus Affinity match, which Storm Kubo had that narrow victory earlier.
Yeah, that was actually a very close match from Twisted Rivera.
Mm-hmm. He was close.
Yeah.
I thought he had a good chance to close it out. See the Alex contingent still standing in the background. I'm sure that he's in loser side of that pool, trucking along back there with Gunfight, who I see
feel like he'll come out.
Oh yeah,
I feel like he'll come out. He can come out.
I expect to see him on the loser side make it out for sure. He's very strong, and this is the rest of his pool, I believe.
Okay.
I also see later on, we mentioned ゚d㚚 versus Wolfcrone, but I also see Oil King versus Ice Effect as a match up there as well. Which
wow, we've got some real exciting matches, bro.
We're getting into the tail end of the pool, right? You got to getting into those winners semis, those winners finals. That's when the matches start to come out. If you want to look at the brackets, a reminder: smash.gg. Look for final round. Click on that green banner. Check out the brackets for whatever game you're interested in this weekend.
Let me ask you, who do you have coming out top 32? Just give me 3 names. 3 names you expect to see top 32.
Infiltration.
Okay.
Nemo.
Okay. One more.
゚d㚚.
゚d㚚?
I like ゚d㚚. I don't know where they're all on the bracket, but
okay.
That's what I like.
All right.
I do know, however, I can inform the people at home in case you didn't know, if you haven't seen the brackets yet. Nemo will play against ゚d㚚щ Zangief in first round.
So we need that.
64.
We need
that match. That match, 6 p.m. Eastern tonight. I'll see you there.
I'll see you there.
You will see us there. I'll see everybody there.
Now,
I'll be on in that block. I'll be talking about Nemo nonstop.
I haven't approached ゚d㚚щ yet. I want to tell him secretly I'm an admirer. I'm a secret admirer.
You're a secret admirer?
Secret admirer.
You're gonna stuff a note in his locker?
Yeah. He broke my heart though when he picked Abigail.
Oh,
but
yeah,
you know what?
Yeah, because I know you're about that Zangief life.
I'm about
right?
that Geef life. But
Geef and Guile is those the characters you rock with?
Geef, Alex. I play Alex now.
Right.
Alex.
That's right. The boots.
I haven't picked up Guile yet because I'm too stubborn. I don't want to be a follower.
A follower? Not a trendsetter?
No.
You're the only Geef player left, I believe.
Maybe, man, maybe.
I even saw Stupendous playing some Abigail.
Yeah, right?
That's how you know it's the darkest time.
It is. It's getting dark.
That man loves him some Zangief.
He does.
There it is. Storm Kubo, the big body on the right there.
All right, and you know that once Abigail puts his hand particularly on Cammy, it's lights out.
Yeah, we might as well cut the stream at that point. Just go to a break.
Oh,
that is out of the air, swatted.
Through the roof.
She can't take that kind of damage. Look at her health already, right? 3 pokes. Any back rolls?
I like that.
Builds a lot of bar. Look at Abigail's meter down there. Already working on 1 stock.
Oh, my goodness. The flea flicker.
That little down jab, man. What are you going to do about it? It's such a tough button to deal with.
It is. Look at the range. He's boxing from a monitor away.
His reach advantage is out of control. Activates. Likely save the follow-up here. Look for the roundhouse, but the back throw from Storm Kubo. Wow, that was crazy. Oh,
it was.
And then he popped. Oh, man. He had the stare down, and then immediately she tried jump dive kick, parried, hit her with a chest, and Storm Kubo closes out that round clean.
I'm not sure what Affinity can do right now. There we go.
Yeah, more buttons on the ground there. You got to use the priority, right? The priority system, your mediums are good against a wall, you know.
You also have faster buttons.
Yeah. It's tough, though, against the jabs. It's very tough to beat the ground game of this character. Oh, boy. Got the low confirmed. He's already close to stun. Look at him walking him down. The V reversal. And the pushback on Abigail's V reversal is pretty far. Uh-oh.
Yeah, oh no.
He was trying to bait that throw too. He had the walk back. All right, Affinity has a chance here.
Nice. Fishing for something.
I like him sticking out that fierce with Cammy. It's a good buffer. All right, spend it. Yeah, it's not a lot of damage, but you get the knockdown after and you get a setup, dash, pressure.
I agree with that. Nice, no one home. Nice backdash. Oh no, lights out. That's it.
Yeah, that'll do it. He cancels it right away. Doesn't want to waste any time. Game 1 to Storm Kubo. Cleaned up the punching bag in the air.
That is turtles in time right there. Turtles in time. Cammy in time.
You can't ask for a better game than that from Storm Kubo. Look at that that grin on his face. He's always got that look on his face. He always seems to be having the time of his life.
I feel like he knows. That is a I know I'm a slime ball.
You are so right. Yeah. That's the look on his face for sure.
Yeah, I know I'm cheap. What are you going to do about it? I'm cheap. Yes.
Damage. Cammy's already bleeding.
Yeah. Get the gauze bandages.
I like that buffer, though. That's one of the things that Cammy has to use in this match. That fierce buffer.
Yeah.
Important. It's a relatively fast, heavy button.
You know what? I usually don't feel bad for Cammy, but
it's one of those?
Yeah, I feel bad for Cammy.
Storm Kubo is the full package with this character. A lot of people are bandwagoners. He's been playing Abigail a long time, and you saw him playing him in Season 2.
Yep.
He's good, man. He's a tough player to deal with. Man, he wants that crush roundhouse real bad.
Since day one.
Playing this character a while?
Yeah.
And a lot of people who are migrating to him maybe don't have the same kind of experience, right? Oh man, he is fishing with that fierce, trying to catch him out of the air. Yeah, you see it. It's fast on whiff too. Oh man, come on, bro.
Wow, the mind games.
Come on, bro. That's how you feel. Even his opponent is swapping the air. Like that's how you feel,
That's
swatting on me like that.
So
up
disrespectful.
To no good.
Look, and he has this smile on his face. Oh my goodness, I want to put a TE stick to him. Oh my goodness.
I'm sure his opponent does too, but what can he do?
Well,
what can he do?
Kubo going off right now. Oh goodness, the jab.
He has the true mindset of a grappler player. The thing about a grappler is you have to have, you're one part solid and one part like kind of a jerk, right? You have to be a little bit of a jerk to be a grappler player. You got to know how to do it. That's how you
I agree, and sometimes you got to do it just like that. Like, oh no!
Oh no! Oh my!
So
if
lucky.
he got hit, I think he was dead. I'm pretty sure.
If he had waited,
yeah,
got the counter.
If he had done that activation count, if he hit him with the fierce, he was dead for sure. No, God, he tried to jump to in the CA. The last second, gonna put him in a body bag. Call it a day. Storm Kubo.
Zip him up. I love it. Storm
0.
I love it. Oh my God, I love it. I love the smiles. Another day's work.
That's what happens when you try to jump on that charged up down fierce, man. You think to yourself, I could get away from this. There's a chance for me to escape.
He said.
That look on his face. 24 hours a day. I bet you when he's sleeping, the eyes closed and he's just smiling. He's got the same look on his face.
He's got a smile on his face. Okay.
He's playing Abigail in his sleep, dude. I guarantee it, actually. I'm 100% sure of it. So impressive stuff as usual. As impressive as the Victrix Pro headsets we're using here at Final Round, a sponsor, of course, of the Capcom Pro Tour. Check them out. You can pre-order them now at VictrixPro.com. Incredible stuff. As incredible as the comfortable Vertigear chairs that myself and Lee-Chung are chilling in.
Very comfortable.
Use the promo code FR18 if you're comfortable at home and want to get 15% off the products you see here. Use that promo code over at Vertigear.com. You can also use promo code Final Round over there at the Razer store if you want to pick up one of these beautiful and blue Razer Pantheras. My personal favorite arcade stick, if you guys are interested. They have the Street Fighter version. And on the topic of Street Fighter, the season pass is out now. 2 of those characters on the left. You can see that Ugly Monster and Blanca are out now. And then there's 4 brand new characters you can check out on the Season 3 pass. Pick them up now, especially Cody. My man is looking slick. Yes. That is like Nemo pre-sponsorship right there with the clean suit.
It might as well be you there.
Oh,
right?
Oh, do go on. Mr. Lee-Chung. But it's been a pleasure. We're chilling. We got another hour to go on this pools bracket. I hope you guys have been enjoying the Final Round action. We'll take a quick break. We'll see you guys in just a little bit.
Let's do this.
You're watching the Capcom Pro Tour 2018. Of course, Victrix, the official sponsor and audio partner of the 2018 Capcom Pro Tour. Razer, the official fight stick of the 2018 Capcom Pro Tour. And of course, Vertigear, the official gaming chair of the 2018 Capcom Pro Tour. We're here at Final Round 2018, the kickoff event. Always a good time here, and we got a good match coming up.
That's exactly what we've all been waiting for quite some time, actually.
The murder face himself, Tokido, fresh off of Kamono Michi, and I gotta tell you, my man Tokido has not one, but 2 film crews following him around this weekend. That's how you know you've made it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Do you remember the guy, the no-name person we see? We're like, who is that?
Yeah, with a film crew?
Yep.
I was like, who is this guy? He only had one, though.
He only had one.
Tokido has two film crews following him around this weekend. A man so important, he needs double duty. But, of course, Wolfkrone, with his Zeku, as we talked about, a strong player.
I'm actually very surprised he opted to go with Zeku. But you know what? He's going to show us the strength of this character.
Yeah, I think young Zeku, we saw a lot of him on this, but against a character like a Shoto, I think that a lot of times you need this older Zeku to really control the space. And this is what he's doing here, locking down Tokido in the corner.
Again, this is what I was talking about. He does not care who his opponent is. You will have to play his game.
Exactly. Wolfkrone, not afraid of anybody. He's not going to over-respect you, even if you're as talented as Tokido is, right? You know, world champion level player. He is the reigning EVO champ.
He is.
Top 8 at Capcom Cup and EVO Japan as well. Incredibly strong player. I like the throw.
Tokido going to work right now, trying to apply some kind of pressure, letting us know he does have his plumber's license.
And he's got to have some pressure, right? Last round, he was on defense far too long. You don't want to be stuck there forever. Air fireball for the approach. Too much hit stun on that. Gets the standing medium kick.
Great confirmation.
Oh, yeah, he was ready for it. Air to air. Good block on the other side, and Tokido challenges. I really like his style in this matchup. A lot more air fireball to blow up the anti-air approach. Good block on that cross.
Very good block. There we go. Ooh, get back.
Air to air. We'll see what he's got. Other side. Gonna spend 1 bar.
Nice.
Side switch. He's in the young form. Combo from Tokido here. Chip out instead. I like the choice. He recognized that at that positioning, he didn't like how it looked. He was looking at it. He was eyeballing it. He's like, no. Let's do this.
Let's close it out now.
Yeah, and of course, young Zeku does not have that invincible EX DP like old Zeku does, so he couldn't even DP through the startup of that fireball or anything. Tokido playing it slow, looking for a jump. There it is.
Out of range, I thought it reached further than that.
Yeah, the heavy gram is really far, but the EX a little faster. Got him, teching. We'll see what the wake-up situation is going to be like. He looked for a throw again. The jump over, that was a big punish. Back fierce.
No one home at all.
Gonna spin a bar?
That's it.
He's very, very close here. Instant overhead, he tried it, but he baited the uppercut anyway. It was a 2-for-1.
It was.
It was a discount deal. Tokido looking nice and clean after that first round didn't go his way. And I like his chances this weekend. I feel like after Kamono Michi, he trained super hard to beat Daigo, and he put so much effort into it that this is a great bounce-back event, right? To lose something like that at prestigious first to 10 and then kind of come here for the CPT, he's going to be looking fresh and prepared.
He will definitely be taking out the frustration and anger that he felt on everybody here.
He's knocking on the door, man. He walked up and counter-hit Wolfkrone. He's looking for that pressure. Ooh, didn't have the crosscut DP on the other side, but air-to-air stayed in the front. Stun already. He's still got that gold up there in the top right. Hasn't even been tapped.
And Wolfkrone not looking like himself.
No, struggling to get it started here against Tokido.
Yeah.
Clean. Low 40 X fireball, nice and easy. Only ate a few stray pokes. Tokido now on match point over Circa's Wolfkrone.
That was actually a very convincing victory right there.
Oh, yeah.
For that round. Nice. Good placement of the fireballs.
Ooh, a little too high on that EX flip to get the combo he was looking for there. Tokido goes to the demon flip. Air scramble, and there's a punish on the air fireball. I like it. Wolfkrone just walked forward, missed his combo.
There we go. Nice DP.
Yeah, you got to be ready. That's one of the things that old Zeku does have, right? Heavy kick DP, great for anti-airing.
Almost better than most DPs, actually.
Yeah, it's definitely very good. Take that knockdown with the uppercut. A little less damage than it used to be. The V-trigger activation scaling and the uppercut does a little less damage. Look for the throw bait. And Wolfkrone didn't bite. I like it. I like it. We're seeing a little bit more slow defense from him, right?
Yeah. Very poised. Very poised play from Wolfkrone that round.
I like it a lot. I like the Zeku from him, too. He's looking very solid. The flip over, he faked him a little bit. Confirm on the crouching with MK Tatsu from Tokido.
I love that grab.
Oh, yeah. He's got great animation. Zeku moves. He's very fluid.
I'll take the trade.
Graham whiffed nothing from ゚d㚧. Talk about no one's home. He just sat there and waited.
Maybe she'll answer next time I call.
Throwing rocks at the window. He's got the stereo outside, holding it up over his head.
Oh my goodness.
No anti-air on that demon flip either. Activates.
Wow, strong, strong, strong.
Air to air. ゚d㚧 goes behind this time. He's going to build a lot of bar here. Very close to that CA. Very close to demon threat here. ゚d㚧 out of trigger.
No anti-air. Okay, I'm very surprised.
Ooh, you can't get hit by low forward here. You know he's going to have that confirmed. He's also getting close to being able to chip out Wolfcrone. Cross cut DP, nice and clean. ゚d㚧 closes it out with a nice 2-0 over Wolfcrone. I got to imagine that was deep in the pool as well.
Yeah, that was actually very unfortunate for Wolfcrone because he jumped expecting to at least make contact, but it completely whiffed. And I believe that was jump roundhouse.
Yeah, it just went through on the other side.
Yeah.
゚d㚧 was ready, man. He had that clean cross-cut uppercut on the other side. Auto-corrected it. You can't ask for much better than right? As a Shoto player, you got to be on point. And look at Oil King. ゚d㚧 is not even out of there, and he is seated. Ready to go. He's got to do the pre-match stretch, take the glasses off, clean them on the sweater. He's got a lot to go. He's got a lot to go through.
Hey, this is a long process.
We're in for the long haul.
Oh man, I also think this is a tactic to frustrate his opponent.
Oh yeah. Like, what is this guy doing over here? He's not wearing his traditional short shorts. His hair's looking all clean, which is already threatening enough as it is.
An ice effect looks like he's been affected by life. The life effect.
The life is getting to him?
The life effect.
The life effect?
Ice effect has been affected by life.
I got to tell you, his life was looking real good against Ricky Ortiz.
No, it was.
Nice and solid. You can't ask for a much better game than that, right? Oh, what is this? Ice effect standing up now. He's got a pregame ritual. Is he one of those dump out the pockets on the table type? So you know some people like that. They show up, they take the watch off.
The punko.
Yeah, they take everything. The belt comes off, you know. Tasty Steve used to take off all the beads when he played.
Oh my God, that's like a 15-minute process.
I'm telling, it took so long. It was holding up the tournament. He had to learn how to play with them on.
That's great.
I'm telling you, it was a problem for sure.
He does have a lot of beads. I'm just thinking about how many beads he does have. He has
imagine he's got to take them off and then put them back on.
And I'm sure he puts them on in a certain way too. I'm sure he's like, nah, this one doesn't go here. That's the wrong one.
You already know.
That's the wrong one.
You already know. Of course, there's an order. A specific order. Every bead has its place.
All right, so right now, Oil King is gearing up. He's ready for action.
Oh, yeah.
Cracking of the fingers. Ice effect, not affected at all. Doesn't care about his opponent's name. Just bring it on.
Ooh, the double handshake. Went in for both hands.
That's the cordial.
Yeah.
Gentleman's handshake.
Polite.
Yep, the
polite handshake. Sipping on that water, too. He's got a cheering squad in the background. Human bomb. And looks like Shen's over there, too. I think Shen made it out of his pool in winners yesterday. Beat, I believe, Daikoku's birdie to get out of there in winners bracket. Looking clean. He won't even be playing for quite a while, about 6 hours until our top 64.
Yeah.
If you guys are curious. If you're keeping track at home, if you want to set an alarm clock to make sure that you're ready for it.
Because, of course, that's when the real slimy stuff really begins. That's when you pull out all the tricks.
Oh, yeah. You got to save them for top 64. And the best part is we're going 64 to 8.
To 8. Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. There's going to be 64 players in, and then a couple hours later, we're going to have 8 left. It's going to be good. Here we are into our match. Ice Effect Laura versus Oil King, and that's one of the big strengths of this matchup. You know, low medium kick from Rashid doesn't get low profile as early as it used to. It still does, though, and you can get under those bolts with it.
Yeah, the range is actually very good. Yeah. Very good. Very important in this matchup because you guys all know once you touch lower, once the projectile is out, it disappears.
Yeah, and low pokes are what you need to get rid of it, right? You can't just rely on your kind of high on the body pokes. You got to hit her low. Got to check the toes clean. HP Mixer was ready for the jump out.
And I know you like toes.
Lee Chung, I'm going to have a conversation. I got to find your source later.
Nice,
spreading false information.
Oh, you're an ankles man.
Look, bro, that's like the Victorian era, all right? Keep them wrapped up.
Oh, my goodness.
EX Mixer to the wall, trying to get that corner press. The activation, I like the backdash. That was a good choice from Oil King. He was looking for a command throw likely, but regular throw gets beat out too.
I like the movement from Oil King.
Jumped into his waiting arms.
Not dealing with anything. Here we go. That should be about it.
Nope. Yeah, very close. Goes low, looking for anything there. Activation, he can use that. Rolls in behind it. What a throw. That was sick spacing. Not quite dead just yet. EX sunset through, but he was a little too far. Yeah.
I like the idea.
That was a sick idea for sure. If Oil King had rolled in behind that, it would have worked out. But instead, he gets the rolling kick. He knew his projectile would beat the clap, so he can just get in there behind it.
Are you watching the little tactics that Oil King is implementing in the playstyle? Once he sees the jump, he's already initiated the V skill roll.
Eyes are open.
Yeah, very open.
I know how you gotta have the eyes open.
You have to see what's happening. This guy's playing nuts.
Look at his pressure, nice and clean. There's no interruption there. Goes off the wall. Was probably looking for a V reversal.
Good defense.
Ooh,
even though he's taking a pummeling, not pressing any buttons.
And a clean throw bait too. Look at Oil King go, man. He's looking on point there. Meaties. Backs off a little bit, goes in with a heavy mixer. His corner control is so impressive.
Nice.
Ooh, baited the throw again. That should do it.
Yeah. That was nothing but pressure. That was non-stop pressure. What
can you ask for? There was no anti-air from Ice Effect. He wasn't ready for that beefy jump HP from Oil King, and he gets the job done. 2 rounds. Really just solid play.
Ice Effect thinking about it. And you know what? He literally had to take pressure for like 10 seconds before he got some spacing, and even though he gave him space, he got punished for walking forward. Oil King is on it.
Yeah, he's playing really, really well. And if you look at the results last year, right, before Capcom Cup, Oil King was basically the best placing Rashid player all over the place, right? His results with this character were incredible. So he's somebody you expect to do well. He didn't have the Capcom Cup I think he hoped for, but everything else was on point. Low, medium kick under the clap every time. You got to be prepared.
Wow, that was very interesting.
All right, I like the buffer, and there's a command throw for Ice Effect. We haven't seen much of that so far.
Time to guess. Oh, Ice Effect does have the life, but you don't want to overcommit. Getting pressure. Oh, no.
Activation in the corner against Rashid. This is bad. He caught him, baited the sunset wheel. Gets that forward medium punch into the medium mixer. That's that V-Trigger 2 stuff. And the early throw from Ice Effect again. He activates. He gets a mix-up here. Oil King stays grounded. Command throw.
Time to guess. Oh, yeah.
Walked up, put that elbow on him. He was trying to get out of there.
Definitely displaying that there is lotion on the elbow. Had to see the lotion.
It was on there. He was nice and ready. He lathered up. I don't rock as much with the lotion. I got the SPF 70. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got to man, it's tough out there. The sun,
yeah, it has
my
to be.
natural enemy.
Terrible. Jump in uncontested.
Ooh, no heavy mixer there either. Could have got him on the other side. It was a little bit of a weird range to do it. He's bringing out a lot of command throws.
Yeah,
he's really ready on that sunset wheel.
I think he's picking up on a few things from Oil King. He likes to remain a bit too stationary.
And the heavy, or that mixer into the EX right after is the Oil King special. Goes to the heavy kick. Got him good. Gonna take him back to the corner here.
Get the life. Wall to wall.
Wake up jab. He just waited there. What kind of meter you got, bro? Gonna manually time that on me?
Nice walk back. Good defense. Oh, no. Got opened up.
But misses combo there. Rolling kick. Got in behind it. Counter hit. Nice and easy. Oil King 1 round away from sending Ice Effect to the loser's bracket. And I imagine this is pretty deep in the pool here.
Yeah.
If not winners finals, very close. Check after that standing HP. Another EX. He's
listen,
100%.
He hasn't missed. Yeah, he's 100%. He hasn't missed yet. Going away. Oh, very unfortunate for Oil King.
2 in a row.
Guess. Oh, yeah. Phil Jackson.
3 in a row. Collected him. Oh, he tried to go off the wall. He was ready for it. Gets sandwiched right there.
Nice defense.
And the jump back light kick air there. Rolling kick. Gets a little juggle afterwards. Oil King. Corner pressure with V-Trigger 2. Exactly where you want to be. Missed the air to air. Or anti-air, but he still worked out. Wow, in the front. This will be stunned.
That's it. Lights out.
Oil King. He was ready for that conversion. I really like his stuff. See what he's got for the rest of this combo here. Reset, stays in the front, takes the tick throw. He already had the headset smooth off of that hairdo before it was even over. Oil King moves on.
And all Ice Effect can do is shake his head in disgust.
What can you do? My man Oil King, that throw connected. When Rashid grabbed her, he was like smooth off the head and placing it back on the table for our next contestant. He was out of there.
He was
zipping off.
And you can see the disappointment in his face. I mean, he missed several opportunities. Missed whiff punishes. When he went for the anti-air, when Rashid went for the anti-air, he got behind him. He didn't do anything.
Yeah. And I don't feel like it's an Ice Effect. I don't feel like it's really Ice Effect's mistakes that cost him. It was just Oil King being sharp.
Superior play.
Yeah, very sharp, very sharp. That's what I expect from that guy. He is looking really. He's over there explaining to like 9 people how sick he is. He's got a crowd and he's like, yo, I was in there. You see that? I made the low medium kick. Man, I'm nice. Like he's breaking it down.
Time he put out a projectile. You seen what I did, right? Did you guys get that?
You caught that on tape? If not, you could check it out on Capcom
nerve
Fighters.
of Ice Effect.
Go check the replay. Twitch.tv, Capcom Fighter. Check it out on YouTube later. You can see it on there. Just look up Oil King. You can see the results. He is really breaking it down. Like Punk and Marner over there. Man, he's got that.
His English is very good.
He can get the job done, that's for sure.
Done.
Dang, he's got a bomber jacket over there, too. My man is styling. I can't lie.
Oh, you got your boy back, ゚d㚚щ.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm excited to talk about this guy some more. I was impressed with his performance earlier against ゚d㚚щ.
It was very clean. It was actually very clean play.
Yeah, he was looking really sharp, I won't lie, after that malfunction of some kind. He is representing ゚d㚚, as we mentioned. The team that Momochi has assembled, it is his version.
゚d㚚.
゚d㚚.
With an H at the end.
F-U-D-O-H. You can see it on the jersey. It is printed there. And it's like the Japanese Avengers. You saw the trailer. I'm sure everybody did. This is what Momochi is assembled.
Wow.
Right? He has the old-timers. He has, like, you know, him and Haitani and Yukadon. They're like, you know, Stark and Captain America. And then you got the newcomers. Yeah, these are like the Spider-Mans, the Ant-Mans, like the newcomers to the MCU. That's sort of what's going on here. Just breaking it down for the people at home to understand, right? Just in case you were curious. So setting up on the stage here, they had a stream actually in Japan recently to announce their partners and stuff like that. They wanted to say like, oh yeah, these are the people who are supporting the team. Momochi assembled quite the group of people. So that's what we're seeing here. And emptying out the pockets. Of course, we talked about this earlier.
Oh yeah.
Pulling up the jeans, emptying out the pockets.
Everything.
Oh yeah, you gotta pull everything out of there. Got extra spare change. You don't want that in your pocket.
All right, so ゚d㚚's opponent is getting very comfortable in those chairs, the vertigear chairs. You know, it does support or supply support for our backs. You know, the old folks. You wouldn't know about old folks.
Yeah, you looked at me like I was going to agree with you, like I was there with you.
You don't need the back support.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm getting there, though. All this traveling, sleeping in these hotel beds.
All right.
I'm not as nimble as I used to be.
Wow.
You know? I remember when I was ゚d㚚's age, you know, that's all I'm saying.
Wow, how old is ゚d㚚?
I don't know. Yeah.
14.
14?
Good God. 14.
I actually don't know. Like John Takeuchi, I think, recently turned 20 or 21, I think. Okay. So, the young players. There's a lot of young players in Japan, which is sick. You always want to see the young guns.
Yeah, you know what? That's such a beautiful thing, though. I like the new faces.
I believe his opponent's name, by the way, is IFC C Boogie Down.
IFC C Boogie Down. Okay.
Boogie Down. C Boogie Down.
C Boogie Down. So my guess is he's from the Bronx.
With IFC in the name?
Might be from New York.
Okay, you're making that read. Look, you would know better than I would.
All right. So let's go. Boogie Down. Ready to put it down.
I got a bone to pick with you about New York. Every time I watch NLBC, I tune in, I see the commentary, I see Rashid on the screen. JB will be playing. JB. Yes, he'd be doing down fierce, and you would say double halal.
Double halal.
We don't have halal like that out in the West Coast.
You don't have halal?
Well, we have it, but not like you guys have it on every corner.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's a serious business. The competition is fierce.
It is fierce, and that's the thing.
Fierce.
I went to New York, and it was scrumptious.
It's fierce. It's fierce, brother. When there's two halal stands on the same corner, it goes down. It's going down.
And they're both yelling at you.
They're both yelling at you.
And angry yelling at you to try to eat their food. I want the halal food. Like, I'm about halal food. I'm trying to eat it, right? So, like, I'm standing there like, oh, man, I don't know what to do. I'm stuck between the two carts. So every time I hear you say double halal, I'm like, damn it, I want some halal. But it's not always easy to find.
No,
and not as easy. It's not on every corner.
You know what? When I visit, I would like to try the halal of the West Coast.
I don't want to disappoint you.
The halal, I can't be disappointed.
Halal food is, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get to the halal carts. That's why I'm like, damn, you say double halal, and that's all I'm thinking. I'm like, man, I wish I was in New York.
What sauce do you put on it?
I don't know the name of it.
You just let me get the white sauce.
The white sauce.
Let's get it. Then there's nothing.
And the red sauce.
Okay.
I'm about the spicy. I like the red sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the red sauce. I like spicy food, but you know, because of my complexion.
Okay.
When I ask for the spicy, I'm always asked an additional time. Are you sure you would like spicy? A man of your, a man with lacking rhythm like yourself might not be able to handle the spice, and I have to assure them that yes, I can deal with the spice.
I'm ready for the spice.
Yes.
Little spice in your life.
That's what I'm about. A little spice in my life.
All right, so C Boogie going with Bison. He is a Bison player. I've come across this man several times online. He's an online monster.
On the CFN? You've run into him?
I've run into him. I've had to deal with him several times.
Deal with him? You make it sound like it was an endeavor.
Very solid player. Very solid.
Look at that cloak that he's got back there.
Is this a costume that's available for everyone at home, or is it just here? Because I haven't seen this costume.
Is this only a Boogie Down costume? Is this an exclusive? ゚d㚚 with the early tick throw. Bison, actually, I feel like I see him a lot in Japan when I tune into the streams, when I check on the CFN replays. Popular character. I catch this character a lot, so I'd be surprised if ゚d㚚 did not have matchup experience as he snaps out that fierce.
Yep. Oh, and he's going to work right now. This man is putting out some normals. Oh, the shimmy from downtown.
My man was moving and grooving. He didn't get the completion he needed to get that stun, but damn, that was good. 3 in a row. This time the jump back, he fakes him out. ゚d㚚 had an answer queued up, and so did Boogie Down. Activation, he went through, but he still had the punish on the other side, and even with the nerfed damage on that uppercut, gets the job done. Went down to 180 from 200.
Boogie is making some adjustments. You see, it's very unfortunate that it happened at the end when he died.
The tail of the tape, right?
Tail of the tape.
Yeah, the tail end of the tape.
Tail end.
The tail end of the tail of the tape. That tick throw. That neutral jump after 2 and checking him. Ooh, I like that. You got to interrupt. You can't let him get away with that red fireball for free.
That was nice. The delay into the reverse.
Spent the EX on that. Popped him out of the air with that back fierce. Good stuff. And you can't let him get away with that red fireball for free, right? You really have to contest. You have to make sure that he's honest about it.
Agreed. I don't see Bison using the reflector, though, however.
On the fireballs? Yeah, you're right about that. That's an interesting thing. He's got to be ready on that V-skill.
Yeah.
The neutral jump takes a back throw. Ooh, dash up right in his face. And you see neutral jumping, trying to bait out that slide. He gets the activation, though.
All right, so this is when C Boogie's very effective. Finally, ゚d㚚 has been able to block.
Activates off the sweep. He's trying to look for that lockdown here. Counter button, and he's waiting. He's looking for the dash.
Looking for something. ゚d㚚's not having it, though.
Ooh, didn't get the uppercut. That is a young man. You know how it is about these young people. No respect. Not a single day in their life. They haven't gone through the hardship to know that sometimes you gotta just do it.
And C Boogie closing his eyes in disbelief. I can't believe this little.
When he got hit by that uppercut, he was 3.5 feet in the air, off of his chair. He was not pleased, I'll tell you what.
That was actually amazing. That was eyebrow raising amazing reactions right there.
Eyebrow raising amazing. And ゚d㚚, not a single emotion on that man's face. He was like, I can't believe you didn't expect that uppercut. Oldest trick in the book. A trick older than me.
Oh my goodness. That is the truth, though. That is the absolute truth. You're not lying.
That low medium kick confirmed. He is looking prepared. Ooh, deep uppercut on that Devil's Reverse. He was ready. Plus frames on that red fireball.
Are those Shadow Blue emblems on the cape?
Don't tell me that the cape has a Shadow Blue emblem.
That is fire. If that is the case, that is fire. That is one of the best costumes in the game.
How did you even notice that? You got the eagle eye.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I don't even have on my glasses, but this costume is ridiculous. It's absolutely fire.
Chase him down with a slide. What does he got here? He has V-trigger once, so he's got to stick with the old stuff here.
Ooh, I think he stuffed out a DP there. Okay, puts a round
on. The fire, he lit him up like that. Enough damage on the final pixel. Boogie Down knows what he's doing.
Bison with the Hellraiser.
Throws that fireball, and the demon flip to escape. I like the movement from ゚d㚚 here. Ooh, down fierce.
Nice jump back strong.
And look at this, the movement from Boogie Down catching ゚d㚚. He's trying to stand and move, right?
Yep.
Or stick and move, I should say, but he's not really in the right places at the right time, it seems now in this round. Boogie Down is adjusted.
Definitely making the adjustments, but you can't count this young boy out. It's very dangerous. This man issues damage.
I like that low medium hit confirm. Uh-oh, he's in trouble here, getting close to stun. The neutral jump, looking for a slide maybe. Looking for a scissor, one of those two. They both move horizontally across the screen.
All right, this is when C Boogie has been the most dangerous, as most Bisons are once V-trigger is activated.
Oh yeah, you can always count on this character to be a problem. Activation, got him?
Stop it.
Don't tell him he got smoked like that from half screen. Woo! Damn! He had that orb out there. He saw it. Activation, CA, that is a young man. Still has the reaction time of a youngster, and he was prepared for it. Spent all his bar to close out the round. Nice work from ゚d㚚.
Listen, C Boogie is playing well, but ゚d㚚 is playing a step above right now. This is not the end.
Took out that jab DP. Was willing to take the risk and caught him with the scissor kick. He was moving, maybe backdashing or just trying to jump, who knows. Whiffing those buttons. I like ゚d㚚's patience a lot, I won't lie, but I think the movement from Boogie Down's really catching him off guard.
Yeah, it's a very awkward playstyle right now.
For sure, it's kind of untraditional. A lot of moving with the scissors and stuff. That was a great interruption. And look at this life lead for ゚d㚚. Big jump as well. Bad news here. He's got a lot of gray. Ooh, that was good defense.
It was. Oh, no.
Back throw.
He really needs this.
2 in a row. He's got trigger on deck as well. Slide, activate.
Wow, definitely taking advantage of those plus frames. Here we go.
Dash under, he's got the
Lights
uppercut,
out.
and Otani, he was ready. Good movement, got the back fierce on the other side. I like his style, and he moves on just like that.
You know what? C-Boogie definitely showed us a few things there. He showed us that Otani is suspect against a few tactics, but he's able to adapt
Yes,
very
for
well.
sure. That's a really strong suit, right? Young players, for sure, really have to have that in their repertoire, right? That's something that you have to build up to, and the build on these Victrix headphones is absolutely phenomenal. It's incredible. I don't know how they do it. They have a great price point as well. You can pre-order now at VictrixPro.com. They have that handy-dandy mixer on the right, and I got to tell you, I've been getting real mixed. My back nice and supported by that pillow you see on the right there in that Vertigear chair, repping the green, of course, that final round colorway you can see here. The nice and green, nice and easy chair there from Vertigear. You can pick them up now with 15% off code FR18. And if you're feeling the green, you're of course about that Razor Life. They have that beautiful stick available right now. The Panthera, of course, in 2 different options. You can pick them up over at razor.to/final round 2018 with code final round if you're interested. If you're bred to fight, you can pick up the Street Fighter edition you see on the right there, and you can pick up the Street Fighter Season Pass for Season 3 right now. 6 available characters. Pick them up if you haven't done so. I know IFC Yipes has not picked up the Season Pass just yet. My man is sleeping.
He is.
He's too busy hitting the gym and not enough time in the real training mode for Street Fighter. And speaking of which, look at my man Storm Kubo moving.
He's very excited. He has that smile on his face like, you have no idea what I'm about to do to you. None whatsoever. I'm sorry, but you're the next victim.
And he just played against another Cammy player. This time he is playing up against UYU's NL. He's got Valoran in his corner right there. He's actually occupying, as you can see, the bottom left of that screen.
So these are, dare I say it, the top Cammy players in the world.
They're definitely up there for sure. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
And let's see
I'm buying what you're spitting.
Let's see if 2 heads are better than 1.
That is an excellent question for sure. You got 2 minds colliding against Abigail. Is it enough? We'll find out.
And Kubo's saying, "Are you serious right now? I'm about to play two individual Cammies."
2 Cammies at once. Storm Kubo's like, "Where's my boys?
Yep.
I got no one with me." It's like that. Where's the Abigail brother? Nothing on that side. Look at him. He's helping him with the. Oh, is this the cable tech? Holding the cable for him.
Adjusting the sound because that is one of the features on the Premier headsets. Oh, yeah, you did. You said you put them on. They caressed your ears,
I got them on. They didn't even, you know what's incredible, actually? They didn't even mess up my hair.
That is crazy.
That is unique to a headphones, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I took them off. I expected to have the headphone hair, the headset hair. Didn't happen. I can't tell if that's my 9th level haircut or if it has something to do with the headset. I haven't quite figured it out. Cammy it'll be, of course, for NL and
that is
Abigail.
a dope costume.
Yeah, that's the
cable?
The cable, yeah. That's very X-Men themed, I feel like, actually, right? Yeah. It's got that. Those are classic colors.
Is that cable or more so Forge?
I kind of was gonna say Cyclops with the visor up top.
You know, I think
the red visor up there.
I think we could go Cyclops. We can agree on that.
I was feeling it. A Hoptic Blast.
All I can say is thank goodness Cammy does not have a projectile.
Could you imagine if she could shoot something out of those goggles? That'd be a problem. A bit of a mismatch here. They're in opposite weight classes.
Yep.
It's Cammy mobility, very strong, right? And she has decent mid-range pokes, but Abigail, the damage and the big body damage. You can always expect him to just hit you hard, right? That's the one thing. Damage, damage, damage on this character. I like that. I like that choice. He tried it. Didn't work out on the shallow jump.
Not afraid to try. It doesn't hurt. But make sure you don't try more than once. Because the life is depleting.
You can't afford to make more than one mistake, really, right?
Not against this character. Not in this matchup. The health difference is
massive. And Cammy, she has the mobility, right? She has the ability to kind of weave in and out of these pokes, and you have to make those opportunities count, just like that. The movement, you can see.
That was actually very gutsy.
And the activation buttons from NL. He was willing to hit him.
Yep, put him out.
And counter and confirm off back medium punch there. Oh, he actually tried to get the tick throw, but he hit him with the crouching short, so there was hit stun. He didn't get the job done. NL closes out this round.
Kubo has this smile on his face like, okay, I got something for you this round.
He is up to no good, as usual. Oh my, the extended hurt box. Uh-oh. The giant flip on him. Take that damage. That is 1 bar damage from Abigail.
Just 1. Oh, yep. Had to do it. Had no choice. Activation station, corner carry. No. kept him in the middle of the stage.
Ooh, looking for that roundhouse. Big button out there from Abigail. He's getting close to stun. He's got him. Full bar available for NL, but that is a big man. HP, it'll be close.
That pixel.
And goes low. Was maybe expecting an instant overhead, but I like the style. One thing that you can always notice is the trademark of both NL and ゚d㚧, like the Korean style sort of, is how active they are. Infiltration is this way too, right? You'd classify Infiltration as sort of a runaway player, but look at how often he's doing stuff, right? Backdashing, whiffing the jab, moving all the time. Korean players, I feel like, have that style, right? The high APM, they're always doing something. Always active, 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 active. And whether they're playing defensively or offensively, they're moving. They're moving and grooving all the time.
And that is exactly what NL is doing, moving very active.
You can see it. He's willing to dash up in the face of a character like Abigail, even when he's kind of on the defensive, even when he's not being first, he's moving around. But yeah, damage adds up real quick. I like that challenge on the giant flip though. Yeah,
Cammy does have the buttons to do it, the challenge, as opposed to the Alex we've seen earlier.
Exactly right. Yeah, Abigail, he was stuck down there.
Oh my goodness, these punches in bunches.
Yeah, and that'll do it. He had the reversal EX command throw to punish that errant drill. Easy peasy for Storm Kubo in that round.
But again, NL is very resilient.
It's a style, man. He had that fierce buffer. You can see it. He's looking for it again. Caught the anti-air attempt. This is bad news. He's got him in the corner. He's locking him down.
Kubo is not used to this kind of treatment.
No, definitely not. He's usually on the offense. Very close to stun. Went for an additional throw. Man, and there's the stun right there. NL, I like his style. I think that this is a much better played round. Only spends one bar to close it out and get the perfect. He's on match point over Storm Kubo.
Wow, those are the magic golden letters.
Golden in this edition of Street Fighter. And a reminder, Storm Kubo been placing well lately. He had that top 8 over at EVO Japan. One of the Abigail players to make it up in there.
Yep.
Along with ゚d㚚щ. Ooh, that was a late uppercut, but he is ready for it.
I like this. NL does not care. He is going to work with his top tier character.
No, he has great answers. You can really see it. EX, not quite stunned, but very close. And the tick throw, that should be the job done. 2 perfects, a double perfect for NL. Closes it out over Storm Kubo.
Yeah.
Can't ask for much more than that.
I think that's when you unplug your controller, wrap it up, go back to your room.
No, he's out of here. Look at him. He's gone.
He's gone.
He is all the way back to his pool setup already. 2 heads really are better than 1.
They are.
You can see them together, the Cammy boys, ゚d㚧 and NL, rolling off together. I like their style. You got to team up together.
Free. Said that was free.
Is that what he said? You understand Korean?
He looked at us and said.
Okay, so it wasn't even Korean. He just broke it down for you in English. That's the universal language right there. I feel like free is a word that's universal across all languages.
I love hearing them say it in Japanese because we asked Goichi the other day, are you going to body blank? He said, I said, oh,
free. Free. I asked all of them, and they said the same thing. They all had one word on their minds. There was one English word that you learned as a Japanese fighting game player, and that's free.
Free.
Free. It applies to many, many players, it seems like.
Is that your brother? That is your brother.
You gonna do me like that?
So, Sajam's brother is coming up. He's coming up next.
By blood.
By blood.
Brother by blood.
Brother by blood.
Actually, cousin Alex Myers. He's in the family tree.
He is.
I won't lie. 6'5", like I said, he got the height. I didn't get the height like that. Not on my side of the family.
You got the most important stuff. You got the looks, the hair.
You just got to cut back and forth like that? Come on, bro. You can't tell because of the lighting, but our beards are exactly the same color. They got this orange hue that we're seeing. Yeah.
Wow.
We're related. You can see it.
Wow.
It's like twins. You've seen twins, right?
Give me the height difference.
The height difference is not good. That's for sure. If we're side by side, I don't like my odds.
Listen, you still get busy on the court. That's all that matters.
Oh yeah.
Still get busy.
Yeah, he's got the height, but maybe not.
All right, so he's getting
Oh, he's up against Boogie Down.
So the question is, who put Myers?
That is an excellent question.
That is the
I'm
question.
sure our mans on the boards will come through with the information because Smash.gg has the brackets where you guys can find that kind of stuff. Alex Myers dropped into the loser's bracket, I imagine, either by Boogie Down.
That might have been what the ruckus was about when we were over here.
Right, it was either by Boogie Down or who did he play in the winners finals? Otani. So one of the two, I would imagine. So far, Smash.gg, of course, has the brackets updating as they go along. So just wait it out and you'll see them, I'm sure, sooner or later. We are running through the pools. And so if you don't know how the structure works, we're at the tail end. This is losers finals of this pool. Every 2 hours, a new set of pools starts. So it's about to be noon. There's about to be a new set of pools that'll be coming up. That'll be the 12-2 block. Then we'll have the 2 to 4 block, then the 4 to 6 block, and then at 6 o'clock we will start our top 64.
Ooh.
I'll be on that with IFC.
Yes, yes, you will.
Your
And
man's.
I will be watching
Intently
because I want to know who's going to make it to top 8.
Oh, yeah. And I'm sure you and Yipes will be doing some commentary this weekend. You guys got the big boy block.
The big boy block.
The big boy
good
block.
God.
You guys, you're not playing with mega blocks. You guys got Legos.
Legos. We got the real blocks.
Yeah, you guys, that's cold hard cash. Legos are expensive.
Oh my goodness, they are.
Cost a lot of money. You guys got the big boy block, that's for sure.
All right,
Seen
so Boogie down, very solid, but Myers is.
That's Alex Myers.
That's Alex Myers.
Alejandro
Michael
Myers.
Myers. This is his brother. So that means he's related to you as well.
I'm related to Michael
You're
Myers
related
too.
to
You're
Michael
just calling
Myers.
it all in the family tree.
You guys are killers. Killer here. Michael Myers is a killer. Alex Myers is.
I see what you're getting on about. I can see the resemblance.
さあ
Not quite as grotesque.
誰が
Just a
勝つ
little
かな
grotesque. It just
日
depends
本
on
勢
how
どういう
looking
感じなんや
at
ろ
it.
誰か知ってる人おる
Before the
か
coffee. Before the coffee. All right.
Of course.
So
などなたか日本
I
勢
don't
の
know
状況を
if
教えて
Alex
くれ
is
た
going
ら
with
嬉しいん
Sakura.
ですけど
I know he's running with Cammy.
Right. He goes to that character in certain matchups.
Okay.
So I know that for sure Abigail is one of the
なん
matchups that
か
he
左
runs over
フランシ
to
スコ・フィルオみたい
Sakura
な人やな
in. But yeah, in a lot of matchups rocking Cammy, she's such a good character, right? There's almost no reason not to, I feel like, if
I
you're a
agree.
Cammy main.
I feel like he plays Sakura because he loves Sakura. You know,
Yeah,
he
that's
adores-
love.
yeah.
Cammy is,
But Cammy is just, yeah.
she's a good character, right?
She's where it's at.
Yeah. You don't take Cammy home to, Sakura's the girl you rock with, but Cammy's the girl you take home to the parents, right?
I wouldn't take
She's
Cammy
the
home to
career, she's the
parents.
career woman.
She is. She is.
She's
I
a
guess
career
she is,
woman.
she
She's
is.
got
She's
it
a
all
career
together.
woman.
Sakura, you never know. She's still figuring out her life.
You
Not
know
as-
what? I
What?
see you've got it all in perspective. You're absolutely correct. Now that I think about it, yeah.
I'm trying to keep it mature, you know. Getting to that point in my life.
Stability.
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 Over everything.
All right, let's go.
ていうか久しぶりにストゴの画面見たんやだけど
Wait.
ストゴの画面ってこんなんなっ
Of
て
a
んの
couple of things, right?
後ろドラゴンボールや
Got
ってん
that,
な
past that point in my
Dragon
life. You know,
Ball.
you're like that. You're a grown adult.
Yeah.
You're a grown man. You got things on your mind, I'm sure.
A grown adult.
A grown adult.
Grown
Dragon
adult,
Ball.
as opposed to a not grown adult.
Yeah, you can be an
A
adult
baby
and not
adult.
be grown, yeah. Look, 18, you can
そう
be
いや
an,
ブランカって
you're an
使えん
adult,
の
but you're not a grown
You're not
adult.
an adult. You're not a
あ
grown
ブランカも
adult.
そうか使えるか
You don't
1週間以上経
have,
ってるもんな
you don't got
う
life.
わ
You're a premature adult.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
ベガ
Alright.
ベガキャミーてかキャミーは絶対
Alright, so
ベスト8なんか残りそうや
I'm
な
not sure what to expect from C Boogie. I don't know if he's calmed down. Well, did he have to fight again to get to this point, or is this his very next match after
No,
the
I think
loss?
he was in the winners finals, right? So he
Okay.
probably dropped down and plays immediately. He's still got the
Okay.
cloak on.
All right, so let's go. Opens up with the moon boots. Oh no, gets punished.
That looked like MK version to me, maybe. -3. Ooh, throw. And then Alex Myers with the jump back. He's out of there. Alex Myers, he is moving. He's a very
Yeah.
active player. He likes to do a lot. As you can see, early crush. Takes the uppercut after. We're getting close to a stun here. And that's a confirm, a regular confirm off back medium punch. So he gets the jab.
Yep.
I like his style. Myers playing very well so far.
I don't know if I agree with him spending the meter, but he knows best.
He got the job done
Yep.
either way. It's one of those things where he was moving, and I think just feeling confident enough in his own play that he was like, I'm spending the bar. Who cares?
I'm spending it, and I'm going to get it back.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I like that confirming to the target combo, too. He was close enough on the jab to get it. Whip
Over both
roundhouse,
heads, yep.
snuck it in, snuck in that down jab.
Reversal. C Boogie definitely had to do that.
ベガって
He
こん
wanted
な
to
衣
get
装あ
out
っ
of
た
there,
っ
right?
け
That's one thing. Looked for that
ああ
anti-air.
れ
He was a
か
little too high on
30 周
the
年
double
記念
first.
衣装かなんかこのカラ
Jump
ー
back
す
from
ごい
Myers.
な
I like him
見づ
creating
ら
space. Stay
今の
unpredictable in your spacing.
今
so
の
that
マイス
Bison
の
can't
潜
pin
り
you
はうまい
down.
ねうまいな
Nice reversal.
対空中盤
C Boogie
ガ
trying
ン
to
ガンガーキャン使うの
Oh,
お
Alex
ーヒット確
Myers.
認
V reversal, V reversal, fierce, confirmed. He got the job done.
入れ
Two
込み
quick
か
rounds.
He got that
Scar
meter very
Curry.
quickly.
Oh yeah, Cammy, her and Karen
Yo.
build bar super fast, but
Hi.
not to another character who just does so much and has to spend so little.
Look at that. Look at that look. He's focused. That is a look of focus. I'm
It runs
ready.
in the family.
It does. Michael Myers has that look as well.
When he's walking on you,
Oh my
キャノ
god.
スパイク
yeah, he's got bad walk speed, dude.
He does. He does. He has terrible world
He's
speed.
got that Bison walk
But he
speed.
gets the job done. He gets the job done.
He's
す
just
ごいなやっ
persistent.
ぱ
Neutral jump from Alex Myers. A good choice against Bison. Yeah, he's got that slide, those scissor kicks, stuff like that.
Yep.
Force him to go to more untraditional options to
や
catch
ってやって感じだな。
Good patience right now. Myers, this rush down is relentless,
Wow,
non-stop. There we go. Had to.
ちょっとガ
Yeah,
チ
trying to veer reversal to create room.
Much.
It's a temporary annoyance more than anything. Back throw from Myers, lucky on the veer reversal.
Okay.
まあ通
Trying
配
to
信や
get
ったら
that
な。
V trigger.
That was a little punish on the EX. I like
うまい。
it. Boogie down new.
ヘップレって強なったんだっ
Yeah,
け？
Here we go. He's got
これ
it.
ってあんまり
Myers needs
弱
one
な
more
っ
of
た
those
の？
pokes to close out the round.
Yep.
Slides in. He's got V
さあ
trigger
どっち？
one for mix up here. No bar. What a
あ
So smart. He knew
That
that
was-
was coming.
なんで
He knew
な
that
んで
was coming.
なんで今の死んでたよ。
Oh,
Oh
it's a
my
double KO. If you're
god.
Myers, you'll take that.
Yeah.
Like he
て
should
か
have
今
actually
の
lost
今
that
の
round.
死ん
I
で
think.
たやん。
See the look of disappointment on C Boogie's face. He
普通に
knows
死ん
that
でたよ
was
な
mine
今
for
の。
the taking, and I ruined it. So right now, he put himself in this this predicament, which is a bad
今の
one.
普通に
Yeah,
大
if you're
系大系
Myers,
クラカ
you'll
ンで
take
バ
that
リ
trade.
キ
It's not
ン
the
バ
end
リ
of
いい
the
ね。
world, although he needs this round, right? One round apiece because of the double
あ
KO.
近く逃しちゃったよな。
Match point.
Ooh, early on that. He's been
Yeah,
early a
nice.
couple of times. There's the autocorrect DP.
You have to credit C Boogie on the delay of the reversal there.
Ooh, walk back, look for the throw. He still has the V gauge on deck, Myers.
Nice. Crouch and fierce. Going to
大
work.
パン対空がうまいな。
Takes the back throw. He could actually win off
Yep.
this. Yeah, this is a bad place to be as Bison. That back throw.
神投げ
A lot
た
of
目がや
positioning
べ
through
え
the
よ
veer
な。
reversal. Myers with full resources.
Oh
Yeah.
no! Oh no!
入んだこれ。
Not like this!
C Boogie on that drop. The crush counter drop gets the double KO, and Alex Myers is out of the pool on loser's side. He knows he stole that one.
He did. Broke into his house.
Kicked the door in. Nobody was home.
No one was home.
Brick
Just
through the window.
Sat down, watched a little bit of Netflix.
Replaced
Yep.
the pictures on the wall with his family. It's a picture of me and Michael Myers and Alex Myers, the three of us together, a
three of
nice
us?
family portrait.
That is crazy, and C Boogie is upset. I would be too.
You got to feel bad about that
Yeah.
one. He knows he had that. All he had to do was hit that heavy kick, and then do a fierce and do a anything. Right? That was the end of that. I mean,
I actually looked away. I looked away. I didn't see what he did. I was just so. I,
Yeah,
I
you were
thought it was
looking at
over.
me.
I
You
thought
were
it
looking
was
at
over.
me.
I said, "Oh my goodness."
yeah, a heartbreak.
Very heartbroken.
I feel bad for him. I won't lie. That was his
Yes.
opportunity to take. Good matches so far, as I mentioned. Pool blocks, 2 hours apiece. It's been our block. It's been an absolute pleasure
It has.
joining you on the
It
microphone.
always is, brother.
Great.
Gonna head out of here. I'll be joined by a new commentator soon, staying on for just a bit.
Great.
I hope you guys have been enjoying the Street Fighter action. We'll see
エクス
you
マニ
guys
ア
in just
強
a
い
little
なや
bit.
っぱ。これひどいよな。これひどいな。お前け。さあトッキーいたい。ウルフクローンやん。あれウルフクローンゼク使ってるやん。ララじゃないんや。オイルキングも強えな。さあ大谷豪輝。てか NL が強えな。テンポ。はい。Come on。アレックスな。これシーズン1キャラか。ユリアン。ウリアンやな。ウリエン。
Let's go.
シーズン2な。
You better not bore me.
Don't underestimate me.
ビクトリックスプロ F。今年はなんかあれだな、ヘッドホン変わったな。ビクトリックスになってる。ハイパー X じゃなくなったんやな。また懐かしいな。また懐かしいな。アップネクスト時々タイプウルフクローン。さあ、おおウルフォ神オンやで。 殺意スマック。これこんなんあったっけ？いつの試合だこれ。
Nice. Goes for that short swing blow. Get a little bit of damage there. Oh wow, Daigo
これ
going
見る
with
と
that.
面白いよな。いいゲームだな。いいゲームだな。
Good defense so far from Daigo.
ああ、セビが出ない。
Couple of execution on mistakes on the
ああ、これはってやつ。
Smug. And this is what he wants, the momentum that he needs, and he's going with W.
ああ、中断。
This is the power of
Uppercut,
W right
uppercut.
there.
ちょっとアップ。
The first round.
いやー、やっぱこのゲーム面白いな。このゲームいいよね。まあ、出るな。シャッと仕込んでるな。はいはいはい。よいほいど。はい、4割。あ、ピオルイーチ。さあ、ピオルよ。
Oh no, he was expecting something, but there it is.
Trade is okay for the stun here.
Daigo almost looked like he wasn't sure what
完
he
璧。
wanted to do. Didn't get the
完璧。
focus at the start of that, but
Still got the combo, still got the kill. 9 hits will do it.
there is barely anybody sitting right now. in
No,
this room.
this is as hype as this weekend has been right now. All of these folks have come here. They want to see this. Smug versus
昇
Daigo.
竜拳、昇竜拳。
Combos on
あ
both
あ。
sides, and now we have had
えい
3 rounds
えい
and
え
3
い
stunts.
えいえいえいえい。お、すげえ。最大。
Daigo answers back huge. 2 stunts versus 1. Daigo, game
ファイナ
1.
ルラウンド。
Do you think we're gonna see any of these rounds end without a stun?
マッドキャッツ時代じゃないですか。
Race? Yep.
マッドキャッツ時代やからこれ相当古いよな。
Round, they're saying, let's go in.
はいはい。
Short trip to Dub City.
はい。
Challenges from
Ah,
Daigo after that focus.
これ取るよ
Always going with that low jab.
声は入ってるは
Look
ず
at。that. Always using that just to kind of get in the space.
He's fighting out of these close range situations so hard. He wasn't doing that against these other characters.
殴り合いやな、ほんま。
Smug, give him an inch, he'll take him
殴り合いやな、これ。
all the way across the stage with him.
孫が年上の梅原を呼び捨てにしてたんだけどあの雑魚。
いいんじゃねえの。昔からよそういう呼び方やろ。
Oh,
That wasn't
ああ、
red.
最大。最大反撃。トゥ
that should
ー。
be it right there. Yeah, Smug is gonna take that round. No dizzy, but he'll take the round anyway.
A rare error from Daigo, and he loses the round as a result. And he's actually got the headphones on now. He was not used to them earlier.
Yeah, and he also looked down at his controller as well, kind of like that's
Eh?
a classic.
今更売るよん。
ちゃうちゃうちゃうちゃう。これ過去のファイナルラウンドの映像っぽいな。
Daigo challenge.
Nice back dash, just build that distance. There's that standing forward from Evil Ryu. Such a good tool, zoning tool. And look at Smug just chasing him down. It's so scary. Baits out the uppercut from Daigo, but has no punish ready.
さあ、ゲージマックス。おお、今あそこで中断。やばいな。おお、完璧。
For the EX ducking.
完璧やな。
And he gets the victory
That was out
there.
of nowhere. That was out of nowhere. Full range crouch roundhouse in the deck. That was the last thing Daigo expected. That was shades of Evil Ryu.
現状最強ストボプレイヤーって時々勝った梅ちゃんになるの。そういうもんでもない。
そういうもんではないな。去年やったらね、分かりやすく言うと、ね、パンクっていう最強キャラおったけど、まあ、今年は誰だろうね。今のところちょっと分からんね。アップデートしちゃったし、キャラもあるやろし。あおう
That's a rare drop for Smug. He needs to hit everything now. This is a beast.
But a counter drop from Daigo, but Daigo still
殴り合いやな、ほんま。
touch it out. Now Daigo at match point. But we just saw Smug rattle off 2 rounds. We know he's perfectly capable of it. This is not over by a long shot.
Yeah, but he can't do it with those misses like he had in the last round. He's got to get it together, and he's got to do it now.
ガイ
Match
ルはどう
round
な
for
の？
Daigo.
ラシードみたいにみんな使ってないけど人を選ぶキャラ。
まあ、人を選ぶキャラだね。ガエルの玉合わせなんかもう伝統芸能的に難しいよ。昇竜拳。
17 hits. And he just
Okay,
comes
very
with
good.
a chip. Daigo takes it with a
Company.
perfect.
まあ、ガイルは多分実際なんかね、いろんな人の評価は高いね。最強か、最強か、まあ最強じゃなくたとしても5強
ふむふむ。
それぐらいには入るよねっていう話は出てるね。いやー、これあれなんかな。右のアケコン。
後期も時々が使ってるから強く見えるのか。
実際号機弱ないよ。うん。弱くはないけど安定はしないくなったねって感じやね。
ガイルも梅ちゃんが使ってるから凶悪に見えるのか。
そうやね。うん。
まあ言うてガイル号機は S キャラって梅ちゃん言ってた。
まあガイルは V トリ2が強いからね。
あれコーディナのかダブルアベルに見えた。笑
コーディアであれはデトロイトシティデトロイティシティデトロイト首長でございます。
その手前にいるやつは
ファルケは新キャラやね。次のキャラ新キャラでございます。ファルケは新キャラやね。一応エドの仲間っぽいね。
ありえないけどサガットが売る4万まで来たら最強。
最強やん。あんなもん最強じゃん。なんでノーゲージでノーゲージでアパカ打てる自体最強やわ。I got you.
Victrix, the official sponsor and audio partner of the 2018 Capcom Pro Tour. Razer, the official fight stick of the 2018 Capcom Pro Tour. And of course, Vertigear, the official gaming chair sponsor of the 2018 Capcom Pro Tour, which is kicking off live here in Atlanta, Georgia at Final Round. We got losers finals of this pool and a new man on commentary.
What's going on, everybody? How's it going?
JC Henser.
That's correct.
On the microphone.
SA Jam.
SA Jam and JC Henser. A duo that's well known. We just put out our most recent album. JC Henser and the A Jam.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to figure out what the name of that album would be.
It's only Disney songs. It's just it's just Disney song covers.
You don't even want to know.
Yeah, it would be great.
All right, so we're going straight to like.
俺どこで今配信やってんだよ。
Losers Finals, Alex Nation, Twisted Rivera versus Storm Kubo from Atlas Bear.
Representing that Alex Nation, of course, playing Alex. He had a very close match with Storm Kubo earlier, actually. Just a couple of little weird situation errors cost him. I think the big issue that he had was he didn't interrupt Giant Flip almost at all. And I don't know what else his best tool to interrupt it is, but you got to get a button in there, you got to get something. And that forward fierce crush counter was really paying.
Well, you know, I've always said that the person coming who lost the previous match usually kind of has an advantage because they're always thinking about it, but
for sure, Storm Kubo got to move on and think about his next match and focus on NL and stuff. And you know, Twisted Rivera was just thinking to himself, man, if I just did this and that, I would have won that set.
So far, this is a great start for
Storm Kubo. I mean, look at this. Got that one crush counter, and I think that's the only damage that he's done so far.
I think you're right. There was a clean neutral jump he had over the stun gun headbutt, and yeah, you can't ask for a better round than that. I think it's Storm Kubo, right?
Storm Kubo looking like he's feeling comfortable and poised to advance out of loser side, but you know what, Twisted Rivera definitely not out of this yet. He's not going to give up that easily.
I like the forward HP. I just wish we saw more off of it, you know? It's not really getting too far off. The X chop after he takes the B skill charge instead of the pressure or position.
あまりなんていうんかな。わお、ドン、ヘル。
Clean hit.
あまりプレイヤー叩きはせんといてな。ここはちょっと守ろうや。
It's tough to get out of range of that fear sometimes too. You try to walk back and
punish
it and just swing into it and get yourself crushed by Abigail.
ミラーしときはやめて。
Be a little careful about your positioning. Nice hands here. All right, he was ready. Take the knee.
He was just waiting for that the whole entire time.
Ooh, he wanted BD sweep on the way down counter. Hyper bomb, not enough to close out on Abigail.
あいつこいつジャグキャラ使いって言ったことないで。
Right on the guess.
面白いキャラ重量級キャラ使い。
Good adjustment there.
てか自分がおもろいキャラみたいな。
Big roundhouse. He had a billion damage or so after that too. With V trigger on deck, locked and loaded, some bar to work with. He's in a good spot. Giant flip.
Yeah, but got caught low, and that distracted him from trying to counter that again. It's not just raw giant flips right there. It's actually canceling into it, which is why it's catching him a little bit.
Okay.
Exactly. It's kind of an unusual move. You have to be very prepared to deal with a giant flip. That was super meaty.
And it combo too. He didn't land on the floor in time.
And then confirm, not quite stunned. Very close though. Next it'll do it. Walking on. He's like Frankenstein, just walking him down. That's a bad spot. Storm Kubo with the perfect, of course. Walked him down, got the job done. Very strong offense from Abigail in the corner. There's really nowhere to run from this character. His normals are so So big and beefy.
Man, looking at their expressions right now, you think Storm Kubo was the one who just lost, but no, he's definitely focused right now. He wants to represent. I mean, a lot of these guys just brand new, sponsored by Atlas Bear, and you know, there's always that new sponsor curse, right?
Always.
You do super well, get sponsored first tournament, don't do so well, all of a sudden you feel that pressure.
Yeah, that is the absolute classic. And also, I got to imagine there's some bags under his eyes. He looks a little tired, to be honest with you. I think the international travel probably weighing on him, right?
Yeah, or maybe, you know, partying a little bit.
Partying too hard. You know how Abigail players get down.
Well, there also was a 24-hour venue here. I'm not here yet, but at the Marriott.
NL のキャミに負けた。
People were up playing late there, I'm sure, practicing.
Just finds that raw down heavy punch into the V-trigger cancel. EX flash top got him, but the genius counter. Yeah, that was so sick from Storm Kubo.
He was waiting for that.
Those little interactions are, I feel like, what Storm Kubo is the best at. Like when somebody tries to counter armor him, and then he counters into the the parry, and then just gets the better of it. And yeah, those kind of situations he's super aware of, and I think that that's because he's been playing Abigail so much longer than everybody else.
Well, here we go. A good start for Twisted Rivera.
Yeah,
but
that was counter hit combo.
Oh no, that's gonna be
これは減るよ。
And that dive got him a lot of mileage actually in the first
あー、これはどうなる？どんどんどん。あ、ピヨった。さあどこまで減る？これやばいぞ。はい。あー、これは？今の補正切りは痛い。補正切りはやばいな。あー、すごい補正切りを見たな今。
Twisted Rivera is going to be ready for that reset, and so he jumped back to escape the command throw, but then Storm Kubo had the counter ready to go.
Yeah, you can tell that those guys had played each other a few times, and they had sort of figured out like that was what they were supposed to do, right? He's like, okay, well, this is what he was looking for last time, so I'm going to be ready for it. And we're going to jump into our next block of pools. If you're following along over on Smash.gg, these are the pools starting at 12 Eastern, right? So look over on Smash.gg. If you go to the main page, you'll find on Featured the final round banner, and there he is, the man who's been making all the clips, all the waves, with his impressive Manat footage. It is, of course, Hori's Sako versus 56K.
This guy is my hero right here, Sako, and you know, it's just it's great to see Sako wowing everybody again.
Oh yeah,
you know, he's always been that guy who's been making everybody just blowing their minds with some of the combos and some of the setups that he's had, and Manat has afforded him that kind of ability to do that again.
The thing for me that's interesting too is that a lot of people think about Sako for his execution and his interesting like setups and the stuff that he comes up with, but what I have always found impressive about Sako is his neutral game, and particularly the range that he plays neutral is much, much closer than most players. He doesn't play that kind of traditional like outside of sweep range neutral, right? He plays like the in-your-face, right next to you kind of like point-blank jab range neutral. It's a really strange place to play, but Sako really excels there, and I think that's one of his biggest strengths.
Sako-san. So, you know, he's like, the closer I am to you, the better chance I have of that.
Yeah, he just has that unique ability to play like close neutral. He doesn't have to do that with Manat, but when he was playing Akuma, you really saw that in his kind of play. That was his play style, the game plan that he had. But now with Manat, he's got farther range normals, and Manat obviously one of the stronger characters in the game. She is very, very good, and she has a good matchup for herself here against Karen.
Yeah, Manat definitely is one of those characters that I feel like at the highest levels of play, she is so strong. But, you know, she takes a lot of practice. I mean, I just saw a recent statistics that she's the least played character on CFN.
Yeah, it's basically, if you look at the
近寄ったら、まあ普通に考えたら近寄ったらカリー。やけど近づく前に殺せたら
There's a lot of people playing her at that level because you cannot play Manat and not be very good at the game and also at, you know, the execution, the spacing.
It's one of those things like when you run into Fangs online, you almost always know that they're going to be really good with that character, because another character that's not extremely popular on the online scene.
No interrupt on that dash from 56K right there. But this is tough. This neutral game can be really difficult for Karen. So finding this corner early important in this matchup. A couple of throws.
Oh, and then a little mini shimmy for another throw, and now trying to go for the frame traps, but Sako defending pretty decently.
Got him. This is bad. Yeah, you know Sako's always got these setups on deck towards him.
Super hammer. 補正切り。補正切っちゃったよ。
Stun here, a threat. He's got the soul explosion.
Hyper bomb.
Not quite enough. Super close, and Chip's going to be a problem because Karen's already in V-trigger.
Yeah.
You can chip
こ
out
う
with
なる
CA
と
if he
もう
forces a
まあ
block
でも
string.
な
Didn't look
カ
like
リ
he
もまだ
wanted
あるよ
to, well, it wasn't quite safe just yet. Oh, nice. Snuck right in there, but one hit from Karen right now.
Oh, is he gonna go
yeah.
over it?
あ
He
ー
is,
っと
and
こ
he's
れ
gonna
は
be
あ
able
死
to
んだわ
combo into the critical arm.
あ
And Sako with the idea,
ah.
he might have thought that the CA was going to catch the back sway or something like that, but
Right.
56K went for the throw option and actually caught, you know, Sako kind of maybe asleep at the wheel there. He just jumped right over it.
Nice stuff from 56K. All ready for that. So, you know what? I know you
なあ
have this already.
中足
and
確認点
lined
と
up to go,
中足
so
単
I'm
発
just
確
gonna
認
look
点
at
と
that.
になって弱体か
弱体化やね
Prepared for both options. You saw Sako hit the down jab, and then when he went over, had down jab B skill on the
ま
other
あ
side. to
V 取り
punish
2がまあまあ
recovery
強な
frames.
強い
Good
ら
work.
しい
The
んだ
orb
よ
getting further and further behind Karen. That's bad. The further between you and the orb you are with Manat, the worse it can be, right?
Yep.
So the stuff like this, close to stun, went for the overhead.
But 56K wisely getting back there, trying to save himself from getting stunned. And here we go, activates the V trigger. Oh, just goes for the elbow, combos off of it too with the counter hit.
ただこうなるとちょっとメナとしんどい
Right,
ね
really mixing
まあ
up these
料理は
options
し
and
ない
kind
け
of catching
ど
Sako
ど
off
こまで
guard.
出る
Strong execution on that too. A back throw might stun, and Sako with a wake up button.
Oh no, and a
サコさんはめ殺すあこれ死んだわ
you know what? That's the beauty right there that Sako has. Is you know, he dropped a combo, but then he just turned it immediately.
まあそこまで
into
言
what he
う
said
なんて
he already
近距離に
he already
の
knows
有利な
what the
技っていうのは
plan
なん
is
だカリのが
on
優
a
位視やからな
execution
とは思
error.
う俺も
Yeah.
でももうやっ
So
てない
he
から
not
ね
only has some of the best execution, but he also covers all the bases, even
ただ
when
近
it
距離の
fails
その
as
小
well.
技の
Stuck in
強
the
さって
corner
考
of
え
bad
たら絶
position
対
here.
カリの方が
EX
強い
uppercut
か
already
ら
very
な
close to stun. Fierce, he got
Oh
him.
yeah, he got him.
出ちゃった
There we go. A big stun now.
ワンチャン死
And
ぬん
that
じゃ
was
ね
only
これ
one hit, so big damage off of this. Not quite enough.
ないね
Manat,
絶
oh,
対
the
に
tick
絶
throw
対ない
as
わ
well, and 56K closes it out. Yeah,
どうすんのやろ
Manat, she's got enough health to deal with a
さあ
kind of
ザコさん
situation
どう
like
す
that
る
usually, but as you mentioned, one hit stun, very close. If you had 2 bars, it was going to be lights out.
という
So
かシーズン中に回復っていうかストローク出るまで多分ほとんどストコはもう見る動画勢になるんちゃうか
But what I think he struggled in there was just playing the neutral against Karen.
Yeah.
56K showed a lot of awareness on kind of navigating around the orbs and really dealing with a lot of her orb normals and stuff. He didn't let Sako establish the fierce medium punch orb toss game like he usually can.
And also another thing too is 56K honestly made better use out of that V trigger than I've even seen from most Karens. You'll usually see Karens just do the back sway, just eat up a chunk of that meter, but he actually got his money's worth out of those V triggers.
Yeah, it's not a common to do, so I think a lot of people maybe don't have as much practice dealing with it as they might expect. So it makes a lot of sense. We'll see if Sako can kind of control this neutral a bit more. I think that's what he's looking for, is more control and less kind of getting walked down and dealing with this pressure.
Yeah, well, that's always the advantage that Karen has. And you know what? He's made a lot of good use out of that shoulder check as well. You know, it's negative on block, but as long as he gets in there, he's happy.
Yep, you see that phantom
と
hitbox
したら
on
どっ
the
ちが
orb.
タイプいや
Until it
それ
hits
は
her
どっ
hand,
ちでもいいわ
it's still active.
どっ
It's
ちで
still
も
an
いい
orb
わ
out there, so it's got a hitbox on it. You can constantly sort of move around to avoid it colliding with Manat's hand, and it's still a threat the whole time.
Yep, again, trying to get in there with that shoulder, but this time, Sako actually doing a really good job with the zoning. However, here we go, that V trigger, as I mentioned, he's done really well. And see, throws now out the throw option. You very rarely see that connect. And see, this is what I mean. I feel like he got, like,
的に
you know,
は
almost
勇
half
気葵の方
damage
がいい
off of that,
か
so good
な
job. And Sako faked the low that time. He did the instant overhead before, this time faking the
はめ
low.
殺してる
And that orb recall right into the throw. A good choice from Sako. It's a nice little tick that you have available as Manat. And the real impressive thing to me is generally Sako's orb control, right? You saw a couple of them get away from him there, but he's very good about knowing which orb he has and how he can convert. Wow, buttons after the shoulder. It was a delayed down strong since Sako tried to walk up.
Now, corner pressure. Again, last round, Sako was able to do well by zoning out in the neutral a little bit, but this time 56K has gotten right in there. So this is the weakness that Manat
まあ
has.
年取ったってこと
Not
で
very good defense,
も
waking
う投げ
up.
たリバーサ投げ
Weaker on the back end, even though
さ
she
あど
has
う
the
する
3-frame
は
button.
め殺せるかな
And he used the
あ
orb
ー
to
これはなんか
punish.
変なことになった
He even had the
こ
air
れはなんかすごいことになってるすごいことになってるすごいことになった
which is what he tried at the end there.
Yeah, he just missed it a little bit, but look at all the
あーマ
damage
ジ
he's
で
done. Almost
あ
done.
ー8割吹っ飛んだぞ
Button from 56K, even though
8
the
割
orb
吹っ飛んだ
was clearly mediate. Did he try wake up critical art, perhaps? Because that might have done it.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure what he tried there. Maybe he just saw the orb toss and thought to himself, oh, I can hit Manat until the orb gets out there, but Sako was prepared. That punish on the V reversal was so excellently done. He shot the orb out, right, and then blocked, let the orb collide, got the fears from long distance, and that was just, you know, again, really strong orb control. He's very familiar with which orb is which, what he has left, and how to utilize them individually.
外練習せなあかんね。
Not easy to do, right? Especially in the heat of the moment. You can just look and be like, well, he's got this orb and that orb left. All right, that makes sense. But in that moment, very tough to do.
Yeah, and that's the brilliance that is Sako, basically. He practices all these scenarios. You know, he knows when he has certain orbs left,
どうなんやろ。
how to
アメリ
utilize
カ大
them
会が
better
出
than
てんじゃねえ
anybody
の。
else.
Yeah, one of the big strengths of mini Minot players, right? I think a lot of them are excellent in control of the orbs, not just when they have the V trigger, but in neutral. A big crush now, takes the shoulder, and 2 bars on this for the slide.
I've always said the key to Minot, you always tell who the best Minots are, the ones who can use the orbs after they've been blocked. He's got the anti-airs. He has an anti-air setup with that. He activates V-trigger when you jump at him.
He's still got 1 orb left, but yeah, it was the light orbs, the light punch, light kick just shoot off in the air like that. So not really as effective as a ground tool. But yeah, you know, see Sako just waiting patiently here to get that orb out there just to threaten a little bit. The recall always an option.
Yeah, and every time you block that orb on the recall, you gotta watch out for the
カリンが
overhead
一発
that
差し
you
あ
got.
ーこれはあるけど
he's in
ゲ
there.
ージがないから殺しはきれ
pushes her
ん
away,
な。
goes low. Solid blocks. He's really playing patient, but finally
crash
the fierce, the
counter.
extended hitbox of that with almost no hurtbox back there.
Wow.
Tough to hit Minot.
Yeah, at point blank range, usually you see that fierce hit from long distance, but that one was point blank. Caught him out of the air before he could get the jump.
Oh, got the recall, standing heavy kick. He wanted the throw reset actually, and because of that, he's going to eat some decent damage here. Corner positioning, caught him out of the air, counter hit twice. Yeah,
there it is.
Sako a bit too scrambly for his own good there. We'll see the bar to close it out, and that is final round between these two. Of course, though, Sako with full resources, Minot can spend that very easily on a CA confirm or the EX orb tosses.
And pretty much these have all been the way the rounds have been going. Every time 56K has managed to win, he's been able to get that pressure. And wow, perfect distance on that slide. So hard to slide and have it be safe.
マジでカリン
Sako, of
あ
course.
ーっ
Oh
と
no,
飛びし対
trying
空
to
失
go for
敗
the
やっぱ飛ば
anti-air.
ない時
Didn't
の
get
対
it in
空
time.
難しさや
So this
ね
is looking more like a 56K winning round. Unless Sako can get
Ah,
this.
right.
Yes, okay. You
He's
see
still
him-
no CA on the end of that, though.
Oh,
Ah,
yeah,
He is so
だけどコンボミス
that
助か
was
っ
a drop. That
た
was crucial drop. That might be the Sako was allowed to live drop.
Right, that is the nerves, the execution error that could
お美味しい
that you'll be thinking
あー
about
次ならな
for
い
days to come.
But Sako dropped too. He could have got the V skill after that, but the orb got to his hand a little fast. Didn't have the combo he needed.
Oh,
Activate.
Can he get it?
あ
Yes,
ーこれ
he
は
gets
死
the
んだ
confirm,
ね
that
お
should
疲れ
do
様で
it.
した
And he still goes for the long. I mean, one
お疲れ
critical
様
art
で
could
した
just take this easily, but he's
Oh,
あっと繋がらなかった
He goes in with the elbow.
Man, Sako went for too
あ
long
れ
of a
はちょ
combo.
っ
Should
と
have
運
just
がなか
confirmed
っ
to
た
the
ね
critical
多
art
分
much
坂さん的にも
earlier
繋がる
than
だろうと
Well,
思っ
he
た
was
ら
maybe. Oh,
今ちょっと危なかったな
this. The corner pressure, one throw. Two
あれは
throws.
2スロー
Three
3ス
throws in a
ロー
row. Not like this.
Wow, four throws.
Sakanoko, where's
さすがにバランス
But
あ
it
当たっ
hit
た
him anyway. He tried to do
5
it.
回目はなし
or something. I'm not
めっ
sure
ちゃ
what
投げに行って
happened,
た
but
な
that comeback almost
5回目はないよ
happened,
と
but
さす
just
が
at
に
the very end, you got to have known that Sako was going to go for the desperation wake up critical art.
He had to. That was his final option. He had so many of those throws in a row. You see Goichi laughing in the background. All the Japanese players. He got away with one there. That was very, very
Oh,
close to being
man.
bad news for Sako, but it worked out in the end for him. So he
Yeah,
moves
I
on.
know.
We're going to take a look back at that, I think. That was quite the scramble that they went through. I want to see
Yes,
that
there was
final
also-
moment.
Yeah, there was even the 2 whiff throws, and
Yeah.
then he gets the last one. So right there, you see the V skill whiffing.
Yeah.
And that is just one of those situations where
い
you're
や
just
ー
like,
でも
oh
あれ
man,
だ
that
な
is going
佐
to
古さ
come
ん
back
的には
to
さあれ
haunt you,
本
and
当
it
ワンミスで
almost did,
持ってかれた
because
感じがするな
right
で
here
もこれも
he
確か
gets
ウ
in
ル
there
コ入んじゃなかったっけなあの
with
相
the
打ちっ
trade,
て
one throw, 2 throw, and then he gets a 3rd throw. And
Three
you know what? Let's
throw.
count the whiffs too.
実は
4,
4スロー目行こうとしたけど
5, 6. And then the
6回
whiff
投げたけど
critical
7
art,
回目は
and you know
ない
what?
よと
56K might have hit a button or tried to go for something. You couldn't see it there.
I would
but
imagine it was another throw in my head.
yeah.
いやいい笑顔
So-
佐古さんも危ねえって顔してるわ
Man, he could see it. He knows that could have been it. If he had blocked, he probably could have counter CA'd
Yeah.
to get through it, or EX uppercut or something like that to get through there. But unfortunately, it doesn't get the better of it, and Sako moves on. I think Sako, when I look back at that match, maybe a little too antsy in the neutral sometimes. I feel like he was hitting buttons first a lot and not. He didn't anti-air that much, right? He almost respected the ground game a little too much. And I think
いるね
his
登
orb
場
control in V trigger was very good, but his
Hi,
orb
yo,
control
domo.
neutral, actually throwing and recalling the orb, got him in trouble sometimes, which you have to be aware of as a Manat player, which we're going to see a little bit more of from Guilty here. A lot of players like going to that character now, switching over to Manat. I think it makes a lot of sense to me. She's a very strong character, and in a game like this, right, where there's a lot of neutral play now, it's very useful to have a character that dominates in the neutral against many
解説
characters
って
like
い
Manat
う解
can.
説って言ってもさ
Yeah,
俺
I mean,
もう
a
こ
lot
の
like
ゲームや
Guile,
って
right?
ないんや
Guile's
か
like
ら
that too.
I mean, another thing too is that honestly, Manat
知らん
plays
知ってるかどうかわかんないですけ
so
ど
differently than the standard Street Fighter V meta. You
俺
know,
もう
there's
やっ
not
て
a
ねえぞ
lot
この
of
ゲーム
minis, not a lot of frame traps as
知ってる
much
かいみんな
as a lot of other
俺はこの
characters.
ゲームはもうや
She doesn't get a lot of good meaty pressure off of a
解
lot of
説
her
はわけ
knockdowns.
なんとなくわかるけどさ
You know, for people who are looking for something that's a little bit different, I think Manat actually really fills that, and that's why you see a lot of top players moving to that character as well.
Yeah, I think it's a number of reasons. I think if you like a defensive play style where you just kind of wait out and use your buttons, she fits. But also, she has strong comeback factor with V-Trigger. She has good control
Street Fighter
on the ground
4
with her orbs
Street
and her
Fighter
normals
5
and everything like
ま
that.
たメナトで
She's
ご
just
ざい
one of
ま
those
すあ
characters
ギルティ
that
メナトになったん
really
や
just kind of checks all the boxes that you would probably want, I imagine. And in a, you know, in a game where like it can be a little volatile, she doesn't have the best defensive options, but she can control you for most of the match, and she's very good. She has some
まあ
important winning
あれだから
matchups
ね
too
ザン
against
あ
a
の
lot
ダッ
of
シュっぽい
good
もんね
characters.
Yeah, and honestly, a lot of the players out there who are execution junkies,
This is their
this
character
is the
for sure.
character definitely appeals to them. I remember in season 1, that was Guile because he could do those sonic
The
boom
loops.
loops in the corner, but now Manat kind
Graffiti
of fills that in with a lot of the cool orb stuff that you can do.
So Gogo Ken here versus Guilty, representing Graph, of course. Playing Manat as well, but a different style than Sako for sure. A much more active style from her. She's always played characters that are kind of like defensive in nature,
さあ
but
剣
with
だ
a quick
片身
pace
手
style.
壊し
Yeah,
で
I mean,
固
even
め
her
る
Dawson was very
さあトピ
different
ー
than
が
a
ガー
lot
ド
of
し
other
て
players.
さあ中盤で
Dawson
暴れるダッシュガンガン前だし
very
空対空
much
うまい
more
さすが
kinetic,
この辺はダルシム使い
very aggressive.
さあたま
But
棒
that is also Ken's
竜
ammo
巻
as
で
well, and a
強
beautiful
竜巻
entry
弱竜巻
with that
大
heavy
竜巻
Tatsu
そ
and
し
then
て
gets the overhead.
自然から一気に最後までコン
Guilty
ボ
really
鍵
does
をグ
like
ラッ
waking
プ
up
して
buttons a
ただ
lot,
し止
so
める
these
が
will oftentimes be
どうする
successful against her.
Ooh, caught her
Right.
before the
Juke.
orb hit
こん
him.
ばんはでございます
Just caught her with that standing
メ
medium
ナとあの
kick.
状況きつい
If
な
she recalls and blocks, the orb will still be a hitbox, right?
強
But if she
竜
gets
巻
attacked,
中
then yeah,
盤
it
中
doesn't work out again.
さあこれはイケゴンから
Wake up against
強
Guilty
竜
there.
巻
And this
一
is
気
what
に画面
Ken
端
can do to Manat.
さすがに
He
飛び
can
落と
just
さない
get in there. It's very similar to what we saw in the
2
last
竜
match.
巻画面
There,
端
as
攻
soon
め
as
る
you get
攻
in
め
there,
る
you keep applying this pressure, and then it
ギル
becomes
ティま
very
あちょ
difficult
っと
for
ザ
Manat.
ねちょっとダルシムっぽいとこある
Goes
から
low
な
there, overhead. I like the block, but yeah, obviously still safe.
まあダルシ
The
ムよ
orb
りは
behind
強いやろう
you,
ね
and that's a great hit
さあ
confirm.
使いこなしてるよいっ
Yeah, just a tiny chunk of life left.
ぱい残ってるよ
Ooh, the
まだまだ
activate
始まったと
slides in
こ
with
ろ
the
で
orb.
た
This
だ
is Guilty's chance.
Yeah.
Could have got the juggle there. It was airborne, and
Okay,
yeah,
here we go.
one more orb. A little out
just-
of range.
Yeah, I think she tried to dash, but she might have missed the dash. I'm not
確
sure,
か
but she's got a
ジ
critical
ョ
art on
ニ
deck.
ージ
If
ョ
she
ニ
can
ー
get this,
ジョニーおおこれ入
Overhead
るか
combo right into it. All right, so Guilty
さあこれで
on
死
the
ぬ
way
か
back
な
in this
何
round.
名かはルーザーズ落ちて
Super
るけど
important
ねでも
confirm,
ほと
but
んど
not
残
enough
ってる
to
は
kill. Or toss out again.
gotta
Ken's
watch
got to be
out
careful.
for V-trigger activation from
さっ
Ken
き
as
サコさん出てき
well.
てちょっと危なかったけど
Man, that could have been an uppercut.
Yeah.
Oh, he was so
and
far
that's
punished.
punishable. Yes, beautiful stuff.
My
And you know what?
man.
She knew it was a throw was gonna kill. Don't even try to mess around. Just start mashing on that throw.
I like it. It
そう
also
なんや
builds the most meters, so it worked out in like two kind of ways there. Threatening with that orb, the reflect available,
あ
yeah.
あリフレクトできるんか
Sometimes you forget she has that. You don't see it that often.
まあ別にい
You see
け
Guilty
ない
trying to
わ
use
けじゃ
that
ないと
recall
思うけど
situation
と
where you
っ
bring
く
the
とん
orb
きつ
back
いキャラ
and
じゃ
it
とっ
doesn't
と
hit
ん
your
き
hands.
ついやろダルシム
She goes to that a lot. A lot of players aren't used to it yet. They're not familiar with it, so it catches them off guard. EX confirmed.
ダルシ
Big
こん
lead
だ
now
け
for
火力出
Guilty.
りゃなうんさっき出てて勝ち角ってところでワンコンボミスって体力一気に削られて死にかけてた投げ5連発ぐらい食らってて
Oh boy.
中盤よし壊しか
Wake up.
おお
When
なんか
she has
抜け
the
たぞ
orbs.
今
Yeah,
あーこれ
that's
は
ace.
Do it right there, yeah.
If there's one thing you have to be cautious about when Manat has orbs, it's the slide into trigger or slide into orb, right?
Yeah.
That's one of the most common things when she has those out is that you always know that that's a threat on there as well as the air drill. You block an air drill, you can't hit a button usually because of the threat of orbs coming
あーブ
down.
ラジルの
She's
ジビモコ
basically just a mix-up machine once she
まあ
gets
メ
those
ナ
orbs
トは
activated.
あと
Because
でも
even
メ
that
ナトって言ったら今多分あれやろ
range
な
where
イン
sliding
フィールやろ
the
ね
overhead into orbs is just as much of a problem. But you know what? Most Monats always go for the slide early. That's always
ま
like
あ
the
現状そ
starter
の
one
なんていうの
because
知名度
it
的
leads to
に
the best
強
combos.
キャラすごい強いって言われてるの
And
ミナ
the
ト
overhead a little
は
bit slower
リ
as
ビュー
well.
じゃないのかな世界
If
的
you're
に
waiting
評
for
価
it,
的
you
に
can be ready for it.
And honestly,
もっと
Gogo
強い人
has
おるかも
to
し
be
れん
more
けど
aware of these drills. The drills, when they hit high, like that one that actually hit a little bit high, felt like he could have challenged, but Guilty just went for the throw afterwards.
あれではだる
Tick
ね
throw.
あディディはね
Slide in there. We're looking for more pressure.
Oh, and
崩
then
れ
he
てん
stood
な
up and just took the hit.
Storm, still more of it.
Oh, saved
anti-air.
herself with the
She
orb.
did.
Beautiful stuff, genius. That's the nice thing. You always have to be ready for that. You throw out that orb, you see them jump, just start hitting light punch or light kick and get one of those high orbs out.
Good pick up again from Guilty. Walks down, gets the Soul Spark at the end, or the Soul Explosion. Ooh, drills. And that's one of the things about Guilty. Being a former Dawson player, pretty good about those drills usually.
And honestly, if you ever block that V skill, she's like minus 20 something, so you really got to take advantage of that. Gogo did not.
Oh, the slide
got
again.
in there, but you. Oh no!
Ah,
Get
Seki.
too far.
It was a drop from Guilty. Didn't get the combo she was looking for there. Used the rest of her orbs. The explosion. Chips a problem now too if he
終わった
activates
く
V trigger.
せかな
Yeah. So
V
now
trigger
you
が
really
発動
gotta
できない
lay
線
it
あ
out
これ
there.
はどう
Oh,
だ
he's gonna be able to.
カウンターってことは
That
着
was a
地ポジショ
counter
ン
hit.
か
I imagine he tried to counter with his own CA and it just didn't come out. I'm not sure,
You
but
know what? He only had 2 bars at the end there. Did
Did
he
he?
mess up and accidentally? I
Ah,
swear he
okay,
had a
ちょっと
full
お風呂行ってた。
bar.
I'm not sure what he tried at the
Yeah.
end actually. Yeah, but he got counter hit by something or other.
Right.
It was a
Time でした。
missed input or a button that came out. Got the job done. Guilty, closed it out. That's a little bit of a shaky start. I think Sako was kind of the same way with Minot, right? So that's something that you sort of expect in a matchup like that. It's not always easy to just get up and go with a character like Minot. She takes time, and it's time to talk about the Victrix headset you see on your
初
screen. We've been
日
using
が終わっ
them
てこれ
all
2
weekend
日目
here.
か
If you're interested
2
in
日目
checking
の
them
予
out,
選です
pre-order
ね
them
ベ
over
ス
at
ト64を決める試合ですね今
victrix.com. And James, you haven't been with me yet for these
僕ら普
slides.
通の
It's good to have you here. And I know you're an
獣道
old
で見て
timer.
み
It
た
can
い
be tough on your back, but
俺
that's
も
why we've got these Vertigear chairs with the lower back support. You can use
イモ
promo
バル
code
対ワオ
VR18 to get 15% off all
はちょっとなん
products
か
that
見てみ
you
たい
guys
な
are
と
interested in. And I know, James, that your hands are still working. The arthritis hasn't kicked in, which is why you're playing on one of these beautiful Razor Pantheras. You can pick them up over at rzr.to/final round 2018 using code final round, which is a good strategy, I think, for sure. Check them out. They're beautiful in blue. I know you're a fan of blue as well, right? You're a blue guy. I'm a big blue guy. I'm a big fan of that, and a fan of all the characters you see on the screen here. I'm sure that many of them have been around since James was young and into Street Fighter. But there's some new faces as well, like Falk and G, who has a nice little beard over there on the side. He's got the Gibby beard. The Commander Jesse beard, the big bushy beard over there. I'm sure a lot of people are really excited for these characters. Especially, it seems like people are mostly excited for Cody and Sagat now, the left characters. I hear people talk about them the most.
Yeah,
03の試合とか見てみたいね
Falca and G
03 と
because we
か
obviously know nothing about
G
them.
は完
So.
全
Isn't that the
新キャラ
coolest part? Is that
G
you
は
there's
完全
new
新キャラや
characters and you
ね
have no idea what the
もしか
playstyle
したら
is.
9っぽい
I
って
mean,
言われてるけ
especially
ど
with Falca too, because I mean, you think about Ed, right? I mean, she's
9じゃないのかっていう
Ed's
話出てる
teammate
ね
or something like that,
Something.
you know, according to the lore. But you know, Ed has the really interesting control scheme. I wonder if Falca's gonna follow along with that. She also seems like she has a baton. Our Relento fans gonna be happy.
And she's gonna have the triple punch rollback that he
Yeah,
has, where he
exactly.
spins back. Nemo will switch, start throwing knives again. Attack, attack.
But you know what? Right now we have
またアビゲイルかよ
LPN
ほんまにアビゲイルエディションや
and
な
LPN has been seeing a
ほ
lot
ん
of
まアビゲイ
success.
ルエディションやないか
But
い
you know what? He's gonna have to deal with his own character here. Going, we're gonna have an Abigail mirror. I mean, is there gonna?
9
Are
月やね多
we,
分
you know what? I
9
mean, it
月
doesn't
ぐらいじ
even
ゃない
matter what background they
アビゲイルエ
pick.
ディシ
We're
ョン
not
でござい
gonna
ます
see any of it.
鉄拳とかとかって見てみ真似できるもんじゃない鉄拳は難しすぎる
The entire screen is
ほんまに難しすぎ
eaten
る
up by these. Yeah, look at this. I feel like it's like not even Street Fighter. It's like one of those Goliath fighting games, like the Godzilla beat 'em up games.
多い
that
ね
He's like taller than the statue in the
正
back.
直アビゲイルとキャミーは多い
puny
めっちゃ見てる
statue means nothing to Abigail. So LPN, it seems like, is on the right. Gets an early crush, the jump in, both boots. That jump heavy kick, it spikes you if it hits you air to air. And
Which is such a nice thing to have. And LPN, like I said, he just took Sencal standoff over Alex Myers, and then I think he got 3rd place at the NorCal Fight Club. So he's been really on a tear. And you know, as a player who switches characters a lot, finally he's really sticking to one
カラッ
character.
トは9月ぐ
Even
らい
in
じゃない
season 2
の
when he was using Abigail, I felt like was the right character
Bah,
choice for
Edition
him.
はや
Not
めて
just
ほしい
because
な。
Abigail was strong, but because I just
Edition
feel
はや
like
っぱ
this
面
is
白くない
such
っ
a good
て。
LPN character.
Yeah, he's good at playing the big
Abigail
body characters that
punch.
need like a mix of like wild decision making and also patience, you know?
And look at this, getting through with his own armor, slowly pushing his way out of the corner. Oh, nice punish from Tasty Blue.
Yeah, he had the right call there. Standing medium punch punish on the EX Abigail punch.
But-
Whip punish.
差し返し。
Wow, that was a
まあ、
clean
寝よう
neutral
飛んだ
jump.
な。
Good choice on the giant flip. You can actually catch him pretty often with that regular throw
そうや、
from
ウィナーズ
LPN.
は負けたのはそうやね。ルーザーズは勝ち上がったっぽい。勝ち上がってるっぽいけど。
Oh, but LPN. It looked like he took a
Ah,
step because he wanted to make sure it
見たら
was in
V-Tree2 やん
range,
け。
but that little step
タックルいつ来
just
んねん。
made
タッ
it
ク
a
ルする。
little
いつ
bit
タック
too
ルする
late
の。
for the back heavy punch
プ
to
ッ
connect.
プーって。
Ooh, and Abigail just dancing out of range here. LPN trying to wait out Tasty Blue. He's got his trigger on deck though, charged
Ah,
up fierce.
Matsuye.
And that, yeah, it was going to be a guard break no
やっぱ、
matter what. So
ダメだって。
regardless of what happened, he was going to get the job done. LPN, 2 quick rounds to close out the first game.
でも NL のキャミーがあれうますぎたっていうのもあると思うけど
Very
な。
familiar with Tasty people. How do you feel about Tasty Blue here?
You know, I like his style, I won't lie. He's got the clean
キ
cut,
ャミークソう
basic
まかったも
t-shirt,
んな。
this little cardigan over there. I see a couple of buttons on that bad boy. That's good. And as far as in the game, wow, that was ambiguous. I won't lie. I wasn't ready for that in the front. As far as in the game, it just feels like he is running into the brick wall of LPN, right? He's just really struggling to get started here. He's had some good whip punishes, and I like his style on the ground, but oh man, big damage.
Yeah, I mean,
そう考
honestly,
えたら
it feels like
この
every
キャラ
time
マ
he's
ジ
been
ひ
able to
どい
get
わ。
any damage, Tasty Blue's just getting little small amounts in there. Oh, okay. Had some V-Trigger 2 shenanigans there, but LPN
ぶっ
had
ちゃけ
none of
V-Trigger
it.
2がそこ
Yeah,
ま
the
でって
V-Trigger
感
one
じ
is
なんやろ。
so good for Abigail, right? It lasts a fortnight.
はめ
And
殺すキャ
it
ラ
just
で
takes
はめ
forever,
殺せ
you
る
know.
んや
It's
ったら
like, it's one of those
V-Trigger
things where
2の。
everything gets better when you have it on. Oh, try to interrupt the giant flip. Oh boy, he's going for a ride.
He's in the corner right now, trying to find his way out. That's going to be a great start right here. Get some decent damage and gets himself out of the corner. But of course, LPN, like I said, every time he's managed to get a hit, it's not just combo-wise he's been able to get a lot of damage, but he's always been able to get a good sequence out of it, where he can get good damage in a momentum streak, basically.
Yeah, he's got continuous offense, and that's one thing that's really important as a player who plays a character like this. Once you get steamrolling, you got to steamroll. CA's available, does not
Not gonna
spend
spend
it.
it just yet. He's gonna save it for the kill combo.
Oh,
God, he reacted to it.
Yeah,
見て
and
からや
that's
な。
Counter hit as well, so extra damage on that, more than enough to kill. LPN
あのは見てからで
gotta
す
close it out
な。
cleanly in that Abigail mirror over Tasty Blue, and that's going to set up Punko, who's already jumping at the chance to get on this. He is fighting up there. He's waiting
Look
for
at
Tasty
this.
Blue to move.
rubbing his shoulders and getting all ready. And it is going to be Punko going up against Reversal from Spain, it looks
もし
like.
かしてこれま
There's
た
an SP there.
また
I imagine that's
コ
for
ーリ
Spain.
ンそれともアビゲイル
That was my thought too, but I was like, is it Spain? I was going to wait to see the flag, but
Could be from
どっちやろ
Sao
ね
Paulo,
コーリンかアビゲイル
maybe?
か
I don't know. Punko, of course, also sponsored by Atlas Bear. They
Yeah.
just picked up
コーリン
a
の
bunch of
V-Tree2
players.
は見てみ
You
たい
know,
な
it's really cool.
あの
This
クソらしい
year,
からな
before the CPT started, a bunch of
クソゲー見てみてえな
announcements, a bunch of players getting signed to a bunch of different teams.
Yeah.
Everybody
降臨
getting
じゃな
ready
いかな
for this
降臨かな
fighting game here. Of course, the Capcom Pro Tour started here at Final
さすが
Round. A
に
bunch of other
さすがに
fighting game tours have started here at Final Round. So it is now officially fighting game tournament season.
yeah, it's the kickoff event, right? That's
Yep.
the cool thing about it. Final Round is really the start of the year for many fighting games. And it's when you start to get to the point where everybody is coming out again. It's the tournament season start. There are tournaments between like, you know, November and December when most like kind of tournament series ends, and March. But Final Round is when we get this international competition where everybody starts coming out to all these events again, and you get to see everybody kind of competing
かっこいい
against each
T-シャツ
other
だ
in
ね
every game.
どんな
It's
T-シャツ
really, it's really when things get good, you know. You get this
Yeah.
run from now until August when Evo happens.
I almost thought Reversal was going to do an early Punko intimidation tactic right there, but
I
no.
think so. It was just one of those clingy sweater situations instead. The last time someone did that, it was it didn't turn out that well.
Yeah, it didn't go well. It didn't go well.
まああれで
so-
ク
I
ソゲー
believe
で
that
き
was
るからな
Onisan, right?
Yeah, but
at
he
Evo.
did convince Punko to take his shirt off.
He
though.
got him.
Punko hasn't done that in quite some time, so.
Man, I said Onisan and I was just thinking about Yipes yesterday.
Why?
とりあえず今日明日はねあれなんだよ、日本橋行くからね、あんまり長時間できへんけどね。
プンコもよくこのゲームで踏ん張ってるな。
まあいや、お金儲けしよう思ったらやるしかないでしょ。
あれやっぱ嫌われてる。
そうよ、ふざけんなって思うわ。バイソンとかやっとったらお前ふざけんなって思うで、このキャラ。
It was pretty good. He got out for like 5 times. He said Oni-san. I thought he was talking about the player.
Right.
The able player. I was like, yeah, Oni-san. All right, I
まあ
got
もう
you.
やってないからあれなんだけどね。
I was like, yeah, Oni-san, I'm able. I got you.
Well, you know, if he's taking his shirt off against Punko, maybe
Yeah,
he
it
has
makes
the
sense.
ability to buff Blanca, you know?
Exactly,
I
yeah.
mean, there's definitely...
My mind was racing. I was trying to figure it out. I was like, all right.
面
You
白
know.
くないゲ
Where's
ーム
he
やっても
going
面
with
白
this?
くねえんだか
Yeah,
ら
I was
Where's
like,
it going?
you know, Yipes is he's all over the
bars,
place.
you know?
Yeah, yeah. He's dropping bars. I'm like, all right, Yipes, you know, you're right. I'm gonna let you speak whatever you want to
アビ
say.
とラシードは結構嫌われるね。
アビはだってふざけんな、なんていう明らかにワンチャンキャラやし、ラシードはラシードでクソみたいなタクや
And
し、
then later on down there, we have
みんな文句
Filipino
すら言わ
champs
ない
playing
段
as
階に
well
なって
in
き
these
たな。
どう
schools.
でもいいよ
Yeah,
本当
another
に。
again,
ガイルは
Filipino
な
champ, you know, he's in a weird position. I mean, we'll talk about it more when we
Gail
get
は
to
やっ
it,
ぱ
actually. So I'll save that
やっぱ
for a
コーリン
little
か
bit later because right now we've got
ガイルは
Punko
やっぱり
versus Reversal.
まあ昔からいるキャラやしねみたいなのあるやし、
Character who is really kind of jumped up there in regards for a lot of the players. In fact, we saw Neon yesterday put Momochi in the
でもアビ
losers
ゲイルはほんまに
bracket
ク
in
ソ
a
つまんねえと思うよ
Colin
本当に。
Yeah, Momochi's been playing Colin lately.
やってる方は楽しいと思う
Neon
けど
very
ね。
strong. He's
ありゃ止まっちゃった。何が起きた？止まっちゃったぞ。
今回はゼクとバルがかわいそうだね。
いやあとこのさくらも強くないよ。
Yeah, stuff like that. A lot of the
Oh,
times
I
it's tough to be prepared, whether it's grounded or the heavy kick.
エドは弱い。いやエドはまあ悪くはないってやつ。
Yeah, but Reversal was ready for it. He had the anti-air all ready to
さあ来
go.
ました
Here we
V
go.
トリ2。さあこの V トリ2は一回こかしたら分かります。
Play style as being on ice skates. So we
エドは
literally
ね
have
もと
ice
もと
skates
対
now
応火力出るようになったから
with Colleen V Trigger 2.
Yeah, her movement
さあ
is
V
very
トリ
strong.
2
Yeah, walk
刺
back
されば
fierce.
こかされれば
And she gets a
もう
little
その
bit
ク
of
ソ
that
タイム。
extension off of
火力上がっ
the
た
V
し、
Trigger 2 with her
人
punch
気ない
buttons
よ
as
ね
well.
V scale very far. Yeah, I guess the punish still with
あ
standing medium kick.
これは
Counter
こ
loses
れ
the
は
combos, right? Very, very
さあクソゲー入るよ
Colleen.
の前に殺しきった
Critical art is gonna take it. And you know,
コーリンはあれだね
Punko is really,
あ
really
の
good
アレコス
at
に恵まれてるって
spacing
イメー
out
ジがある
that
な
V skill. You saw him whiff it a little bit too far away earlier, but that's what he likes to go for at that range. However, they did nerf it a little bit, doesn't push back as far, so even if you block it at max
コーリン
range,
はマジで
definitely
玉キャラ
punishable
じゃなかったらマジ
for
食える
certain
らしい
characters.
マジい
And,
けるからな
Reversal had the punish, but then just got hit
ア
right
レ
away.
ミー
The counter, and that's one thing. Punko is good at gambling, right? If there's one thing that he is super, super good at,
けど
it's
この
taking
衣装
those kind of
いい
risks.
ね
Crush counter sweep,
コ
takes
ー
the
リン
side switch.
コーリンはあれだよねなかなかいいでもクソキャラっぽいけどな
Gets
コーリンは
another crush counter sweep, going for a couple of those sweeps. That's always dangerous. Wow. And Punko
マジ
didn't
V ト
quite
リ
get the
2強い
punish.
もんな
I like the idea of the V reversal. Wasn't expecting it to hit, but just
めちゃ
wanted
めちゃ
to
強
keep
化この V ト
Punko
リ
from
2が
getting
あ
any
の
momentum
なんていう
off
かな
the
ウル
V
フォ
trigger
の
cancel.
息吹のタクみたいな感じになるか
Now
ら
might as well keep spending
こか
that
した
bar
こ
for
か
V
したら
reversals.
あの一気にやばいもん
Yes,
ああこれは
tickle off
まあ使っちゃったからね仕方ないか
Out of V trigger 2 now. This is a 2 bar, so potential to build another one is there. EX Vanity backwards and got the fierce after.
Air to air. Oh, that was beautiful.
あ
I
れ
love it.
カリンっ
Hit him
て
out of the air
あ
and
これ死ん
went
だ
straight
死んだな
for
カ
the
リンってあれ
overhead
あ
off
の
of
当て身
her
変わったの
V
ベラムってダサかわいい。
There it is. Close it out with a clean CA confirm.
Actually, that wasn't even off the V trigger. That was just a raw overhead.
カリンってあなんかあれ V リバ変わった
Just like did it when he was landing to catch him. This is an unusual move for Karen players to do.
Right, especially because when it's not
Spain
V trigger,
was
it's
actually
punishable. In
Reversal.
V trigger, it's actually safe. So that's why I was
おおう
thinking
まい
it
な
was in V
あ
trigger.
ーシャカシャカシャカして
Punish EX Parabellum. We'll see what he
さあ
takes
こか
here.
し
Maybe
て
just
ど
a
っちに
knockdown.
そんなんできんの
Small damage,
Hi,
but
Meister.
gets the corner carry with that. Here we go, lockdown. And
I thought that was going to be
や
a
っぱ
counter.
変わったよな
She is so strong at blowing up
変
your
え
reversal with that option.
売り場変わったんや
Probably was already hitting a
知らんか
button,
った
unfortunately for Punko, and
シー
now
ズン
he
3
gets
全くやってない
caught.
もんな
And reversal getting out of the corner
も
again.
うもう
as
3
well.
だって俺もう2ヶ月ぐらいやってないもんな全く起動しへんからな
Yeah, activation off low medium kick.
新キャラ出て前は新キャラ出たらね一回起動はしてたんやけども新キャラ出ても起動しなくなったからな
A lot of characters have that benefit now. Rashid is another one of those characters that gets that now. Never had it before. Look at this little pressure right now from Punko. Although he didn't get much damage, he did get the corner position, but then reversal just getting right out of there. And reversal has that critical R. One hit could spell death. Oh boy. Oh, he drops it.
That was a huge drop on the EX or on the Tenko there at the end. Punko with the punish, and yeah, you can see that he is feeling it. That was
ミスってじゃあ天子がミスってなかったら勝ってたのに
As soon as he dropped that
Oh,
combo,
yeah.
the hands was covering the face. He was leaning all the way down.
That was you could see that he was feeling it. That's for sure.
But again, that's the execution mistake you make when you're nervous and when you're playing against someone like Punko. You're like, oh, I hit him. This is the one for the win.
Yeah,
and that's
in the
win.
corner, full bar, and you're like, yeah, this is gonna be great, and you know.
And then you drop that one, which is why no matter who you play, you just gotta pretend that you're just any other
こ
schmuck
の
that
彼
you've
に
been
クソうめえ
playing
な
all day
ちょっ
long.
としたミスがあるけどミスなかったら全然勝てたもん
Using
な
the, that modern language right
Mike.
here.
That's like a
さあ
that's a good word. You can never
これ
go
は
wrong with schmuck.
マジではめ殺せるぞ
Ooh, runs up there. Yeah, that extra movement from the look at it. And he was prepared this time. Punko has done a lot of running up in his face, and that was good recognition from reversal to have the button. There's got to be a parry sooner or later on those the reversals. Punko has got to get wise to it.
It's something he's definitely been using a lot of, and now Punko down in life, but starting to come back. Goes for the tick throw off of the ice skates.
And he wins here with one hit. He's got great damage added up, 2 icicles. There
めっちゃ固めて
hasn't
る
been
め
an
っちゃ固めて
interruption
る
on that bait.
Oh yeah, and the beautiful thing about that bait is no meter needed to spend, and so now he's got all this meter for EX vanity steps, or just any combo extensions.
Just walk back while the sweep after surprised them. And there was a parry counter attempt from Punko.
手見出る前に投げたらいいか
Ooh, throw bait mid screen.
man.
Confirms into the
Parabellum.
heavy punch parabellum. It's that knockdown after counter hit.
Yeah, gets with the frame trap, but drops the combo, and that's going to be punished. Okay, Punko, feeling a little bad about the other combo drop, so he says, you know what, I'll give you one back.
いやまだラシード
Yeah,
一
that
族は
version
見て
does
ない
not combo
な
off medium kick. Counter, he was ready for it.
逆卓
He's good at gambling. He knows when to take those reads.
逆卓
Goes
って
low.
あ
What?
ーこれは美味しいよ
Is that the
あ
first
ーでもちょっと
uppercut
早か
we've
った
seen too?
I think so, yeah.
まさかちょっと早いと
Unfortunately for Punko, he threw out that heavy kick a little too
Oh,
early.
he got in right behind the whiff. Goes low. He's got full CA on deck.
あるよあーっと
Oh,
重ねミス
missed timing just on the meaty.
And he's getting close to being able to chip here. His V trigger is active.
Right.
If he gets like a fierce into a parabellum into a CA, it's getting close. Spends a bar.
Oh, he doesn't even need it. Oh, he had the opportunity right there.
あ打たない
One more hit will actually
didn't I?
do it, and with patience, and he uses a V
Oh,
reversal to try to get out of it. That should have been
あるよ
canceled maybe off
さあ
the
でも
stand
ゲー
light
ジ使わず
punch,
に
but
殺したいけどゲージどうする
Building a little bit of bar. Punko trying to get towards chip. He
There
got
it
him.
is,
CA at the end of this.
Ah,
Yeah, that's why he
figured.
whiffed that low counter just a second ago. Very smart from Punko. He's going to be staying on, as we mentioned, to play against in winners finals of his pool actually against Flash.
Yep, Flash, of course, now no longer a Florida player. He is now a Vegas player, as he is part of the Justin Wong gaming house, I guess you want to
Yes.
call it, along with Marn. And so you know he's been getting a lot of decent practice at these games.
Not with Justin, I guess, because Justin hasn't been home.
Yeah, I know, right?
Every time I
Justin
look, he's in a new country. I just open up my phone,
I'm
look at the Twitters, and
gay.
it's like, oh yeah, Justin's in Malaysia today.
He's been in Asia a lot recently.
Yeah.
So he's just random. Oh, I'm in China all of a sudden. And
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
in
just gonna spend a
Singapore.
month here,
Yeah,
just to go over
exactly.
here next. I'm like, all right, man, whatever you say. So yeah, Justin hasn't been there at all.
Yeah, I mean, I've even seen like I just basically I think it's just like Flash and Marn streaming on Justin's Twitch channel as
yeah.
well. So, but we saw Marn play yesterday. He was defeated, unfortunately. Let's see what Flash can accomplish here. This, as you mentioned, is to get into the semifinals bracket in the top 64 on winner's side.
A good place to be. That top 64 will be happening at 6 p.m. Eastern. That is about 5 hours from now, those of you curious at home. If you're in a different time zone than EST.
This is pool G1 right here. It looks like that were the two most well-known players in that pool, so this is an expected.
しかしまあなんだろうこの眠たさが眠たいのっ
Wait,
て
there's a different time zone than EST? EDT
Because
because
it's
of
daylight
daylight
standard
saving?
time, yeah, it's
Whoa.
like PDT, right? So
スリープフ
Gotcha.
ァイタ
All
ー
right,
4
well,
5
EST, EDT, you got it figured out. ET, East Coast time. Spencer is instructing me.
Extraterrestrial time.
We're in space time. What time zone is the International Space Station in? Does it depend on what it's over? Or does it have its own time zone? These are questions
That's
that I
true.
don't know the
what
answer
clock
to.
did they use, or do they just have one of those giant maps that have all of the different
Mata
time
We
zones?
are
Yeah.
receiving from Gibby GMT.
Forty
He says
Mageta.
he believes.
Oh, they just
How
go
did you
by
know
finish.
that off the top of his arm? You know.
You know, he has a lot of information hidden in that beard of his, you know.
なんやねんこのアビゲイルエディショ
He
ン
just like reaches in there, pulls out a little piece of
Flash.
paper, and he's
Flash
like, "Oh
ka.
yes, it's GMT." Then
He's
slips
got
it
that
Sure, you-
back.
stored in
yeah,
there for
American
later.
Togo
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's actually a bird's nest in there and a couple of birds as well. He's working on those.
Yeah.
Hatchlings. Abigail for Flash in this season, no longer playing Urian.
Really
Tires.
interesting. Okay.
He wants to be a car. Tick throw off the jab. Nice work, I like it. And Punko was playing this character a little bit as well, Abigail.
Yeah. And you know what? I mean, obviously, a lot of times when you think that they're on the same team, they must practice a lot, but he probably doesn't really get to play against Kubo all that much.
No,
そういう
yeah, I
レベルじゃない
imagine
けど
that's
な
not the case. Throw here for the stun.
Look at this pressure from Punko. Maybe this is how you take out Abigail. The worst thing you can do against Abigail is try to be super scared of him. But if you're aggressive, he has just as much wake-up problems as a lot of other
Oh
characters.
boy. EX. Is he gonna spend it? Oh, okay. Doesn't spend any resources.
So he went for the full damage combo.
I thought he might
One
giant
shot
flip
down.
run, and he's out of there.
Yeah,
Punko with the
but
chase down.
Punko
Punko's
knew it.
combo dropped earlier. He threw the hail when he stunned him. Tried to do jump heavy kick into another heavy kick, but Abigail is so tall that it didn't work because he hit him too high on the body.
Yeah.
That is actually, that's like big boy bonuses, right?
Yeah.
Like usually big characters get hit by stuff like that, but yeah, he's actually so tall that the jump in hit higher.
Yeah, he probably did that higher too because the hail hit earlier as well, kind of making him think, oh,
like
I'm
9
gonna
feet
be
tall.
Yeah. Yeah, little did you know, but that statue in the background is actually based on Abigail on scale, true one-to-one scale model size.
アビゲイルパンチ
Wow.
ブンブン
Down
強
jab
え
anti-aired him out of the
ブン
EX
ブン
vanity.
強えなおい
Ooh, just out of range. But then gets the crush counter afterwards, gets the follow-up. Oh, look at this back and forth. Frozen, but immediately counters with the light punch, so not even have to worry about it. Punko went for the counter, but no swinging buttons from Flash. He just went for the jump instead.
He's almost out of that V-trigger too. All right, Punko runs out of it now. Flash, he has his own V-trigger available. I imagine we'll see an activation sooner rather than later. EX giant flip.
Big damage combo, gets the extinction.
And he's got one
more.
guess. Went for the regular throw. Punko jump out.
But you see, that's why he went for the regular throw. He was able to recover and block on time. So smart stuff for Flash.
Swinging with that down jab. That, one of the
洗いたいわ
most impossible
それは
buttons to
裏
get
剣
around.
で顔面殴られたら
Right?
倒
What
れ
are you
るわ
gonna do to that?
I know, before it used to think Zangief had a great crouching light punch, but now all of a sudden, throw Abigail in that mix, that button is problems.
Man, you see how early he blocked the hail? It was right on the top of his head. He's so tall.
It like activates on his face,
Yeah.
basically.
He's got to try to poke under it.
Punko, oh nice, using the V skill to counter the jump in.
Yeah, it's great as an anti-air.
This is where Punko had success in the round number 1. When he got Flash in the corner and got the knockdown, then he just was super aggressive. So, but you can see that he's trying to find the opportunity, but still playing very careful. Not scared, but playing very careful.
He's very cautious. It's sort of Flash's style. He wants to be second, right? He doesn't want to do anything first. Block there for Flash, actually.
Throws him back in the corner. Oh, enough armor hits.
捕まえて
There
減
we
る
go.
なおい
See the big damage off of that.
He gets the
大事故大事故
from Abigail. A very strong thing that he has now.
Yeah,
Daijoubu.
two sequences just like that. Oh, what a beautiful activation
はめ
to help
殺すよ
his whiff
はめ
punish.
殺すよ
And he kills him
は
on
め
the
殺
next
す
hit here.
よ
Oh, he's got the dash low tick throws.
Ooh.
Counter poke from Flash. He did not take the throw bait.
おお危ねえな
Punko runs up, does
run.
not confirm. He could have done fierce and then hands into the CA, booted him down to the ground.
And a beautiful air-to-air from Punko. Wow. That air-to-air was everything, because if he had blocked that jump attack, Abigail would have been in there. She would have had to deal with a potential command grab or button mix-up.
Oh, yeah. And that's not where you want to be. That position against Abigail is pretty much the worst.
With the V-Trigger 1 activated? Oh, yeah. Alright, so Punko taking game number 1.
だからアーマーが崩せんのよ。
Sneaking in there with Abigail, playing nice and slow. And Punko
弱い部類
uses
じゃ
that
ねえよ。
back vanity to just create distance, and then he's threatening the jump with it. So when he goes back, Flash is thinking to himself, like, all right, maybe he's going to vanity step. Oh, that's a sweet punish. Oh, no, a little too far. He thinks to himself, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to watch for that vanity jump, and then that's when Punko goes tail. He's
人類みんな平等の組み合わせやから。
got a bunch of options he can use.
That's basically what you got to
火
do on
力がある
neutral.
と
You got
リ
to
ーチ
make
火
sure
力
you
体
have
力
at
多いって
least
だけ
2 or
でやっぱ
3
いい
options.
からす
So
ごいな
the
だか
opponent
ら
has to watch
し
for
かも
all of them.
ナイトロがやっぱ
He
クソすぎ
he
る
traded with the start of, yeah, right
見
next
た
to her,
感
she
じナ
has
イ
a
トロ
hitbox.
のアーマー
She's
とか
supposed to
めん
play
ど
that
くさ
hail.
そうやしなあとこのリーチがあるからやっぱきついで
Flash sticking out those low jabs, trying to catch the dash from Colleen and V-Trigger 2.
Once again, using that V skill, get in there, so that's going to start a little bit of momentum.
ガイルはアビゲールいけるっぽいけ
Can't
どどうなんやろ
He's still in range for the crouch light punch.
でも結局その辺無視できる一発刺さった時のあれはやばい
Just
や
a
ん
little bit out of range.
Yeah, a little too
こ
far.
っからでも全
And
然
that's the
平気で
crucial
持って
thing
いける
about
から
WoW. I actually have no idea where that hit in his massive torso of pecs and muscles and traps and whatever else is on the top of his body. You couldn't even tell. Tires. Yeah, that was very ambiguous. Match point now for Punko, but yeah, it's interesting. He's caught on to kind of the timing that Flash is liking to poke with, especially on defense.
ちなみにラガちゃんは格ゲーでこういうバカキャラメインはしたくないタイプ？
いやそういうわけじゃない簡単で強かったらやるわ俺はストーンやったらやったるよ
But again,
アビゲ
very
ールは
careful with that.
アビゲールやるぐらいやったら絶対他にもっと安定するラシードとかやったらキャミーとかやったら絶対出ると思う
But not a crumple, not a crush. Didn't get to charge it up the entire way. Now he gets a crush counter sweep. Oh, you knew that Punko was going to go for the counter.
おるよ
Big damage, and guess what?
Jack
You are in the corner now. Oh, I felt.
Jack
Yeah, I
と
can
か
see Flash shaking his head.
ギガースかな
After
今回
that,
は
he had the combo confirmed, but he
キャラ
went
系
for the giant
あと
flip
クマパンダ
instead. And that could be the thing that causes him to lose this round.
Come
Clean
Picky.
juggle from Punko, and he
Oh.
closed it out with 2 bars.
Wow.
Punko over Flash.
Trying to imitate a little bit of that Daigo hair flip that we saw in the intro video.
Oh, yeah, I
Panda de
forgot
Goemasa.
about that. Man, that
Oh,
was good.
man.
Daigo's hair was looking on point.
Yeah,
Although,
but as soon as Flash got the cancel into the V-trigger, it was on a hit. He had that confirmed. He went to the giant flip, and you saw Flash shake his head like, oh, man, how did I miss this? And then the reason why he was shaking his head was exactly what we saw right there, because one combo, Punko was able to take him out. So.
and he moves on. I believe that's out of the pool in winners finals, which means Flash is still in the pool in losers bracket. So
Right.
he has another opportunity. We have more winners finals matches coming up. We are going to take a quick little break. We'll see you guys in just a bit.
Julie ゼクはなマジ弱すぎた悪魔エドはでも一定の人気あるって感じがするなアビゲールはでもこんなキャラ強しあかんでほんま
バイソンが最強時代のままの調整ならまだやってた可能性あり？
いややってないと思う面白くないもん人がおるからとかでやりたいゲームじゃないもんこのヘッドホンなんなんやろどこのメーカーやビクトリックスって
わらわら。
e スポーツヘッドセットやって懐かしいなおいということでウルウェンを見ますかログ対ライエンアイガンリータンパパンフリー
I like this.
おおなんかセビ当たってる
Unfortunately, got hit by the crumple. No ultra.
さあ前投げして、さあコパ、さあ中、さあ EX にもう最強クソ技さあ大足こかす、コパから固めてセビに、これはガード飛び通すガットダメ、もう一度セビだけどここから入れ違えれて投げて、こうなるとサガットのターン、さあもうダッシュオリコン狙ってましたね。今のタイミング悪いよかったらダッシュオリコン入ってます。さあ玉読みの
しっかり解説できますね。
今のは玉読みの EX ダッパーというところでしょうね。さあ飛び通し短波振るけどアパカです。 EX だと、さあお互い無敵技の応酬、さあセビ当てて中盤タイガーにめくってアパカ、お前はどこのスト4だ短波カウンターコパチュパ EX ヘッドからこうダッパループ、さあ画面端ダスト当ててタッチ中多少系、
お互いうめえなおい。
ライアンとログやからね。大河賞大河賞大河賞大河し先端大足うまいな。さあ前捨てセビ前捨て、さあいい子がダスト11スト4欲しいなスト4欲しいなおい。タンパーコパチュパダッパーコパ投げて正切りセビにダイヤ系 EX2 マジひどい。コパちょっとタンパータイガーリトルアクション、近いとはわけや近くはないけど遠くはいかないから。タンパーこれはバレてる。おわ EX ヘッダーセビさん今セビさんしようとした。さあタンパー当たらない。さが有利やなこれは。タイガーにログが若い。まあシプラス実際さあセビタイガーにタイガーアッパーカー。
ラガちゃんもやっぱ下ガット戦はきつい。
きついな。やっぱ球打ちうまいやつやったら何もできへんよ。だってログもあの短波なんか正直クソ甘いやからな。基本的にこういう組み合わせはほんまに下がってほんまに下がってショット打つだけのゲームよ。ほんまこのほら下がってショット打つだけのゲームっすよほんま。何にもすることはないこれ終わるから。タイガー EX2 ああパックアイアンがここ飛ばして、だからバイソンからしたらほんまにもうなんとかして顔面なんとかしてダメージ追いながらも画面端持っていくしかないんよ。ああ確定ですね今のは。めくってアパカすごいアパカさあタンパ中段これは美味しい。しかしもう一発あるので打たない、あえて打たない、投げてダストで近づいてコパ飛びコパセビスにうわーよく出した今残した。あれは切れるあれは切れる。あら切れるわ。あんなプレイされたら俺もう大パンしとるわ。もうふざけんなよって。あれ切れていいよ。
ラガちゃんから見て相当うまいプレイが随所にあったんでしょ。
うまいっていうか基本的に見えてる人やったね。あんだけ短波なんていうまあ短波を甘えて出すしかないっていう状況にも追い込まれたらあんな無理やで。
ふむふむ。
今のはもうしょうがない。もうバイソンがほんまに端っこ詰めるしかないから。
そこの桜全然見なくなったな。
だってバレちまったもん。こいつは弱えって。 桜は結局 V トリガー弱すぎてダメっていうのがあってな。結局 V トリガーが強いキャライコール強キャラっていう感じやからな。ジリモコフ、スクラマスダルシムか、すげえな。ガンファイト
なんだかんだあと1時間はやってくれるのね。
まあ1時間経ったら寝ますわ。明日早いんでね、明日日本橋のストリートフェスタ見に行くから。
それ何のフェスタ？
コスプレ。
てかやっぱどう見てもアベルじゃんコーディ、わら。
構成したんやから。
18 brought to you by Vitrix Pro, the official sponsor and audio partner of the 2018 Capcom Pro Tour, Razer, the official fight stick of the 2018 Capcom Pro Tour, and Vertigear, the official gaming chair sponsor of the 2018 Capcom Pro Tour.
You're a pro.
Welcome back, everybody, to final round here. This is the start of the 2018 Capcom. No, I'm just kidding. Of the 2018
You should really do like voiceovers or something, like the movie trailer.
かなり懐ね。
In a world.
The next Avengers
ぐら
trailer
い
they
太
put out.
く。
You better be in
Oh,
there. You better
dude.
be reading it.
Dude, that just came out yesterday. I'm just watching that. I was just like, how are they going to fit that into one movie, dude? There's just so much stuff.
Well, that's
so
why they
many
gotta spread it out
characters.
into like 5 more Avengers
Yeah, I know,
movies.
right?
I'm excited. That was a good trailer. I won't lie. And your voice, that was impressive.
But are we gonna do one of those things where we, watch that with Tasty Steve and who's gonna walk away with the black and blue bruises on
I'm
the
dangerous.
arm? And
I actually, when you see like boxers and stuff with the training gear,
Yeah,
they have
yeah,
like
yeah.
the headset on and the pads and stuff. That's gonna be me in the movie theater. I'm gonna be holding down.
with Tasty Steve.
I'm gonna be down backing, in the movie theater. I'm like,
I still like the time when we went to go see, was it Civil War, right?
Yeah.
It was Civil War, and you guys all sacrificed me to the lambs. Like, you put Tasty Steve on the edge, and then you're like, you sit next to him, James, and you guys hid over there, and I was like...
I trusted you. I was like, James can fight them all. He can fend for himself. It's tough out there. And then there was those like girls in the movie theater who were dying laughing at Steve.
Yeah, especially when Captain America hooked in the helicopter,
Yeah, he's
and
just-
Steve was like, yo, he's looking at his arm! And yeah, the girls were cracking up, dude.
They
It
were
was awesome.
losing. They've never heard anything like that. Nobody's prepared for Tasty Steve in a movie theater, in a Marvel movie.
And you know what the best thing about it was? That was the second time watching it.
Oh, yeah, he
that
had
was the
seen it
second time
multiple
you could,
times.
yeah, exactly, and he was still hyped, dude. Oh man,
Yeah.
it's another experience.
Black Panther came on screen. He's
I've
like, "Yo,
always-
look at that poise.
Look, I've always wanted to say, like, I want to do a stream, right? Like, let's get like the
なんで
Avengers movie,
NG マ
right?
ンが読まれ
But
ない
let's stick
何を
Tasty
書こう
Steve
としたか
next
知
to
らんけど。
L.I. Joe, and just have a camera on them while the movie's going.
Your
and
camera will
that's
get
it.
trashed real quick. Like, it's not gonna make it out of that alive. I don't know if you
Just
expect
Put
it
it
to.
all the way over there and use the zoom feature.
so,
You know,
so,
there you
on a
go.
drone.
ジェームズ・チェン。
Flying off in the corner.
Tokyo
And as
Daisuke
soon as the
James
arms fail, like,
Jim
pull the drone
Oji.
back,
Pull it back. Get it back. Steve's gonna
Chen
jump
Oji
up
じゃないですか、
and grab
I
it.
know. I can see like Spencer and Seg, Seg's like, pull it back, pull it
Yeah,
back. And
Seg's
Spencer's like, what?
Oh boy,
What?
gotta get it out of there. Pull it back.
Oh man.
Looks like our competitors are ready to go. You and I have filled everybody's minds with Tasty Steve losing it, and Filipino champ is ready to play.
フィリピンのチャンプ。
He is. And you know, the one thing that I wanted to say about Filipino champ, it's funny because you know a lot of people are like, oh, you know,
Filipino
he's a
champ,
Marvel
champ.
player, all this other stuff.
゚d㚚щなんかな、やっぱ。
At this point in time, you know, ゚d㚚щ is the greatest dulcim, you know, one of the best dulcims, etc., etc. This man made top 8 at Evo last year, and I feel like a lot of people don't remember that, you know?
Yeah, I think the thing about Champ is that Champ was in like the top 15 or something in CBT
Champ,
points, or like top
㚚d㚚щ
20 for a while, and then when the release of Marvel happened, he basically stopped competing in the game for a while. Like he went to majors and events and stuff. But yeah, I mean at the time, like, you know, he was doing very well. Nowadays, everybody talks about 㚚d㚚щ because he is a buff. That man played very well yesterday, in fact. And very well at Capcom Cup too. I really like watching his dulcim. He has a cool style, but Champ has always been kind of that calculated, slow dulcim player.
Yes. And so we're gonna see a little bit of that right here. You know what? I mean, honestly, like, that's one of my favorite costumes, the Mummy Dulcim.
It's so good. It's actually probably one of the coolest design costumes in this game. I think. Just look at the way the limbs stretch out when he hits the normals. It's so cool.
Like, you think it would have looked kind of odd, but they did it well. It looks
チャンプ。
This is an easy
just
costume
right.
to mess up.
Yeah.
ドネーショ
Ooh,
ン。
he was
ドネーション
snapping
が
out that roundhouse
ベ
and
ガ
he。actually got caught, it looked like.
Going up against
Who's those
domination,
para?
and this is,
No, no.
you know, a scary matchup here, especially once Bison gets that
ダル
offense
シム
going.
っ
But
て
again,
なんかどう
nobody
なっ
is
たの？
better at getting out of
す
the
げえな。
corner.
ダルシムが前捨てでガン詰めするっ
I've said
て
this。since Street Fighter 4.
ありえんな。ウルフォーとかで考えられんな。前捨てでガン攻めって。
And that raw slide caught Champ
ああ
walking backwards.
でもなこの組み合わせはな
The problem with this matchup here is
ちょっ
that
ときついよな。
ooh, wasn't quite enough to kill, but the
気
throw
がす
will
る。
do it right there. Bison has about like 7 ways in on Dulcim. It's like I can scissor kick, I can slide, I can dash, I can jump, I can
Devil's reverse, head stomp.
head stomp. And as the way Champ likes to play,
普通
he
に
likes
考
to
えたらベガが火
trying
力を
to
押し
get in on
付ける
him
っ
so
ぽい
that
け
he
ど
can
な
counter them all the time. But that's not going to be as easy
一
to
回
do.
近づいてしもうたらもう多分ほんまにダルシムこの終わってると思うわ。
Happy to have to play against.
どうなんだろう。
Really, I think the thing is,
わからんよ。
it's on Bison to
まあ
get in.
どっちもど
So
っ
he
ちっ
has
てイ
to
メー
make
ジがあ
the
るから。
decision, and then Champ has to counter, right? That's sort of like the way a lot of this match will go.
See it again, another raw slide like that, getting domination right in there.
He's got to take a risk to get in. That's the kind of the way he lives in this matchup. V-Trigger 2 out, but it's floating off in the
Teleport
background.
through, yeah.
He jumped back into it.
I mean, sometimes people are getting hit by it on purpose just to get it out of play.
I don't think he knew it was
but
there.
I don't think that
いいん
was
じゃない
one
の
of
こっ
those
ちも
cases.
勝負
Floating
は
off
まあ
in the
いい
distance.
と思う。
Yeah,
悪くはないよ
the rafters up top. Ooh, float.
Ooh, but didn't quite get the dunk afterwards. Ooh, good presence of mind from Champ to hit the Fierce on the way down. And again, trying to get in those with those crazy slides. Gets him with the Devil's Reverse.
Back throw, not enough to kill. Psycho Crusher, Champ with the check, and then the snipe back to back. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
realize Champ's wearing the sunglasses
Sword
indoors. It's
Crusher.
because he's blotting out that V-Trigger too. It's too bright in the air. He doesn't want to look at it. I got it all figured out.
Yeah, but I like that. So again, you know, one of those marks of strong players. You know, he checked him with that stand light punch, and like you said, he went immediately into the snipe. But that's because he had another backup plan ready to go in case that light punch didn't kill or didn't punish or hit.
Ooh, clean block. Yeah, he was ready for the punish too. Champ looked for meaty slide, but it was back roll.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, even if you do get punished off of that raw slide like that, how much damage really does it do?
Right. Ooh, meaty afterwards. Yeah,
Yeah.
super advantage. Champ tried to wiggle.
Okay, one use of that V-Trigger 2 gone. Champ gonna try to find a way. Oh no, just ended up running into it. And again, you see how little damage that does? So a lot of times you kind of want to just get hit by that small, you know, before he gets to ignite it. It just doesn't do a lot of damage.
The forward throw here. Champ low on life, and the counter hit down jab. First game going to domination Bison here.
Yeah, it's like I said, not exactly the matchup that you want to go and face if you're a Dulcim player, but you know, Champ good at adjusting, but you know,
That donut's getting me, dude. I was like, you see Champ, he's like calculating his life. He's like
Right.
doing all this mental arithmetic to figure out what to do.
Champ,
And there's a big old donut in the
I
background.
didn't see the donut, that's why it cut me off halfway through. I was just like, and then, whoa.
Yeah, you
yeah,
actually moved it closer to the screen
Yeah.
to confirm that there was, in fact, a giant donut in the background. It got me. I won't lie. It broke me. No big deal.
Well, Champ definitely not going to change characters, but he goes with V-Trigger 1 because I think he noticed that domination is just eating it as fast as he can, preventing him from getting any decent mix-up. So let's go to V-Trigger 1.
Yeah, not a bad choice. I like Dhalsim is fluid in his V-Trigger choice. He's got a couple of good examples, or good options to choose. And I think that this one's a little bit more stable. V-Trigger 2, you rely on trying mix-ups, and you might put yourself at risk. But V-Trigger 1, the old classic, it's safe, it's solid, it's always a strong choice.
I mean, one of the best things about it is like we mentioned about Colleen and Rashid, you know, just the ability to cancel into something and then have kind of a freedom of movement afterwards. The V-Trigger 2, if you hit him with it right away, it's not good. You want to activate it from far away. But here, you can slide into V-Trigger, et cetera, and you give yourself a nice defensive option that you don't have.
Ooh, early on that heavy kick after he chased him down with the hell attack in the corner. Stuff. He's got the
し
trigger
かし
out.
ダルシム V 取り2って何だっけ？ あの球か。
Yeah, I mean, he had that back medium punch and it misses an anti-air, which actually surprised me because Champ is usually really on point with his timing for those kind of key anti-airs. It's not like Bison can change his arc in the air.
Yeah, it was kind of an unparticular angle that he tried to snipe at.
Could have been just because Bison's jump is so floaty and he's just using the timing that he's used to against everybody else.
Yeah, he kind of just glided over it.
ダルシムきつ
Yeah,
そうだな、
that
火
one
力
really
っていう
works.
か
It's high, but yeah, he's
有利フレーム取られた
character.
時のその
Chasing
読
him
み
down
合いみ
now,
たいな
Champ
のがどう
moving
考
and
えて
cutting
も
off the screen here. He
持
looked
って
for
な
the
いんですよ。
anvil.
Just ended up walking into it. And I love how Champ just used that for the quote jump in instant air teleport Gale to gain some pressure right afterwards.
Look for that back strong, doubled it up to get the answer afterwards. He was prepared. Trade there. It works out okay, I think, for Filipino Champ. Yeah, spending more bar on this V reversal.
Ooh, nice.
And that
Jumping
new,
strong, yeah, the buff.
Allows him to cancel his jump medium punch into a flow, and look at him, check, check, check.
Oh boy, comes in for the slide, gets a throw. It's scary time now. Oh, he went for another one, but
今出したな。
Champ had the jump back light kick ready to go.
It's an instant snipe. It's more damage than jumping jab. Instant overhead jump back medium kick. Just it has a low, like it hits straight down. It's like a very weird hitbox on a normal, but because of that, it allows him to jump back snipe like that. He used to be able to do it with Fierce, if you remember, but they slowed it down at the start of Season 2. So he used to be able to do jump back instant overhead Fierce really easily, and that would hit super low. It just tag you right on the top of the head as an instant overhead. Heavy button, big damage and stun
キャ
on
ン
that.
プグラさんしたままで画
But
面ちゃんと
unfortunately,
見
they
え
took
てる
that
の
out.
か。
見えてんのかねこれ。
But here we go, Filipino Champ looking much stronger in that second game. Not sure if it was necessarily the V-trigger pick or just some smart adjustments from Champ, getting used to what it was that Domination wants to try to do.
Yeah, I feel like it was really just, he got cool, calm, and collected, nice and composed. I think he kind of came into his usual style and was ready for it. Kind of one of those matchups where the different approach angles might, you know, as a Dhalsim player, like you're constantly doing geometry. It's sort of your occupation, right? You're constantly trying to find and pick and stop all these angles and solving for all these crazy situations. So
Now
Bison is tough.
I really want someone to go and measure the angles of all of his pokes now and actually
And
give
to get
me-
the degrees. and-
Yes, give me the actual degrees. In degrees and radians, dude. I want them in radians as well, so. All right. See, like that standing medium kick kind of has that, you know.
Yeah, they all have different angles.
Like a minus, what is it, minus 15 degree angle or something?
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's the cool thing about Dhalsim is that he's really a character where prediction and reaction in those situations are. He has a tool for every position, right?
Yep.
You just got to be ready for it. Check on that drill a little high. I love the V-reversaling that Champ's doing now.
Yep. Just like I said, doesn't want to deal with that Bison pressure. Oh yeah, he's gonna fall on that.
He just floated down with jump HP, caught him at the top. It was a counter hit, so there was some kind of button there from Domination, and now match point Champ. It's one apiece here. Sliding in, and bam, that autocorrect turned back, hit him in the back jab from Filipino Champ.
One of the craziest things for me right now is it really feels like Domination has just all of a sudden shut down. None of the crazy slides. No, he's not charging for scissor kicks.
Yeah, and look at that. Champ has much more answers than he did
man.
before, right?
Yeah.
He's become aware again of what he needs to do. EX scissor.
Here's a good opportunity for Domination in the corner, but he jumps back.
Yeah, he was baiting that slide that he went for. Command throw. So he'll have it available for the combo, but the scaling's pretty high.
Yeah, so that's why he hasn't used it yet. It's still there.
It's gone now. Bison got hit. Oh, other side. Wow, that was crazy from Champ. What kind of setup does he have? Stays in the front, activates the V-trigger plus frames.
Yep, there's the advantage of V-trigger 1, and then the instant air snipe, as you mentioned, with the light kick doing a little bit more damage. I'm wondering if light punch wouldn't have killed.
Yeah, that's actually a good question. I'm not sure. He had that sniper jump back. It does a little bit more damage, so why not risk it?
Is that light kick or medium kick?
Oh,
That's
knuckle
medium
do.
kick.
Light kick has like this horizontal, it's like
久しぶりみたいな。
-15 degrees in the air. It's got like that
スポンサー降りちゃった。
Yeah.
strange angle on it. So there he is, Knuckle Do. It's weird not seeing him in his
Liquid.
white
Yeah.
blue, you know. He is a free agent currently, and I gotta tell you, if there is a player who is one of the most desirable free agents, any
カ
Street
プコン
Fighter
カップ
organization,
2016これ覇者ですよ。
Knuckle Do, right?
Yeah, I almost thought that there was going to be like some
強いもんな、
shocking
強いも何も
surprise
あの
announcement here, you know, with guys like Knuckle Do
世界
and
世
Punk
界
all being
カプコン
free
カップ
agents and
な
such.
ストゴ発色だけ覇者です
There's
よ
the。next power team being built
ガイ
at
ルな
some
のか
point,
ミカなの
you
か
know.
わ
Being
からんけど。
created somewhere.
Exactly.
Somebody formed off in a secret headquarters by a venture
一体彼
capitalist.
に何があったのか
Yeah, he is a player
わからん。
who
結
I'm
構でも
surprised is not on some kind of a big
結
team
構
there.
お
Although
っと
same
その
kind of
対
goes
戦
for
相手
8-1
は
Strider
8-1
there.
ストライ
Is
ダ
he an org
ー。
right now? I don't remember actually.
I
ス
think
トライダーじゃないですか。
they signed him for an org before Capcom
Allegiance?
Cup. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds
これ
about
で
right.
もなんかあんまりね、 環境
same team
なん
that
ていう
Dragon
い
was
ろいろ
on, I
と
believe.
大変っ
じゃあ
ぽいか
なぜスポンサー
Or
降り
is
ちゃう
on,
の
I
よ
guess.
Yeah, but
なん
this
かあ
has
ったんでしょ
got-
いろいろ
gotta
と
be-
いろいろと
Why
あ
did
ったっ
like
ぽ
9
いし。
people shake 8-1 Strider's hand before this match?
あんまり
He's
家
got a
族
lot of
の
friends.
I
仲
mean,
は
maybe
良
those
くな
are
さ
all
そう
of the team here, but this is the same pool that Guilty was in.
Yeah, G3, and it's winners final, so Guilty must have lost to one of these
Yeah,
two.
Guilty probably in the loser's side right now, trying to make it out of loser's bracket. Again, both of these players qualified for Capcom Cup, of course. Knuckle
8-1
Dude
ストライダー
bowed out. He was not able to
ストライダ
attend.
ー
8-1ストライダ
So,
ー。スト4時代は
He
ア
was
ベル
replaced by
アベルだね。
Ortiz, but
アベル
Gustavo
使いで
was
有名
there
で、一応カプ
last
コン
year
カ
at
ップ本戦にも
Capcom Cup.
出場したぐらいの人。
リアルファイトすげえ強そう
And it's good
一
to
応
see
ララ
both
で
of these
去年も
guys
ララで
traveling
ララで
and
出場したんだ
competing
よな。
as usual. I think 2 of the mainstays for the American
ずっと見てきたんですよ。
FGC, of course. And at one point or another, I think both of them have been considered top 5 in the U.S., right?
Yeah.
In terms of players, I think 8-1 Strider had that late into Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
I think he was kind of the,
Yeah.
when he had
Sure,
that
they-
CEO finish, second place to Kazunoko at that event way back when, and like I believe that was 2015. And Knuckle Do, he's had Evo finishes. He has a Capcom Cup win. He has basically all the placements that you could ask for in kind of a Street Fighter series. Besides an Evo win, he's gotten
Right.
top 8 at that event a couple of times, but not got the job done.
Yeah,
Free
but
agent.
I mean, honestly, between Evo and Capcom Cup, he was probably one of the first
これ
Americans
で
to
って
win,
言って注射
you
器
know, a
渡
big
してき
event
そう
like that.
Yeah. In the
since
modern
Street
era.
Fighter 4, since Street Fighter 4, yeah.
Yeah, in that modern era since Street Fighter 4, there have been no U.S. Champions in Evo or Capcom Cup, and he is the first one to do so.
That's right.
In Capcom Cup, he finished, of course, in 2016, the first year of Street Fighter 5. And yeah, he's always been strong ever since. He's had a bit of a break in the last couple of months. He recently got second place at Winter Brawl to Nephew. He plays Guile, which is who's incredibly strong this season, right? This is kind of like the position where I expect, even though we haven't seen him in a while, that Knuckle Do will come back
こいつ
well.
注射器落とし
For
て
his play
注
style,
射
I
器
think
ど
it
ころ
was
かあ
very
れだろうな「Yo man project」って言いながら
And it's
渡して
really
るな
interesting too because, you know, obviously another person
8-1
who's been having a
strider.
lot of
Ah.
success with Guile is
フ
Daigo.
ィラデルフィア
Daigo
8-1 スト
Ohara.
ライダーやった
But
かな
again,
確
you
か
know,
フィラデルフィアの
between
そうそう
Daigo
フィラデルフィア
and
8-1 ストライ
Nakatu,
ダー
and
じゃな
even
かったっ
like
け
Daiminian,
確か
they all play
その正式
Guile
な
very
そのなんていうの
differently.
プレイヤーネーム
Daigo is always a lot more calculated. Daiminian is a little more defensive, and then Knuckle Do is a little more freestyling.
ユタじゃなかったっ
ユ
け
タやったっけそっち
801や
And it is
11
going
個
to
で
be
の
あ
今
住所
の
for 8-1
住所
Strider
だ
as
か
we
らフィラ
expect
なん
him
か
to
そう
play.
Does Knuckle Do not have his own costume?
ユタ州フィラデルフ
Or
ィア
maybe
の
he just didn't pick it. He just went for the 30th
いや
anniversary.
やっとるやろこれも出てるはずやで
He actually,
うんフィリ
for
なんか
winning
そう
the
住所
Capcom Cup, you get to design your own
ユタはバカ
costume.
にしねえよ
You know, he designed the "I'm still the daddy" Guile.
Yeah, exactly, with the
そうそう
bandana
そう
over the
ユ
face and
タ
everything.
そのユタ
Strider
州
looking to
フ
play
ィラ
Lord
デル
here,
フ
a
ィアやった
character
っけ
who
そ
is a
の
little
とこ
worse
の
on the ground
あの
this season, especially with
801
that
ってとこに
nerf
住んでるストライダーさんで
startup.
す
But gain some slippery stuff if she has V-trigger
ガエル
with
ガエルコスです
resources. She's like kind of like Bison in that sense that
Yep.
the additional
Rara.
resources really
Rara
help
も
her
ちょ
out
っと
when
落
she
ち
can cancel V-skill cancel
ララはちょっと弱なったんか
Yeah,
な
but
ガ
I
イ
mean,
ル
in
は
my
やっぱ
opinion, the
V トリ
biggest
2
nerf
が
that she
もう
got
ク
was
ソ
the fact
強
that
えからしゃ
V-trigger
あないん
was
じゃない
changed to a 3 bar.
rebar, yeah.
Because it's
一応で
really hard for
も
her to build
お前やった
her
らあれや
V-trigger
で
meter.
ナックルドゥ
Yeah,
専
she
用
thinks
コス
she
ってあ
has
るんや
the,
からな
the overhead, the Volti line,
Yeah.
But the problem with that is that it's very punishable on blocks. You can't just throw it out there. You can't combo into it like a Buki or Karen can. And so it's really hard for her to build a meter. So yeah, I feel like in this season she is definitely very Bison-like. Because remember when, previous to Season 3, Bison also could not build his V-trigger meter very easily with his V-skill.
And yeah, she's still a good character. She still has, I believe, a very
ガイルといい勝負っていうか、多分ガイルで結果出してるって言ったらもう梅原さんかナックルドゥぐらいしかいねえよ。
Of course, Guile largely unchanged. He is still the king of neutral, right? He is that character that you expect to really dominate. If not, is probably the queen. That's sort of his position here.
だからそのガイル優勝したから
It works.
優勝カプコンカップ優勝したからナックルドゥのなんていうデザインコスチュームがあるんよ。コスチュームのとこにナックルドゥって名前が入ってる。わあもう終わったよ。はい。難しいからやん。玉打ちやがこのゲーム難しいやん。
Looking a little slower at the start of this. ゚d㚚obviously doesn't want to kind of a steamroll as he did there, and that's the danger in this matchup, right? Although you control the neutral, you're not as strong there. Yeah, punish, good punish too. He got the standing heavy punch.
Yeah, good awareness.
Oh, bad position. This is the death position that he was stuck in the corner. I like the neutral jump from Strider.
ガイルじゃないの？
Diffused it all against ゚.
Right. I mean,
なら近づくのしんどそうやけどね。
didn't even have the
ゲー
opportunity
ジ
to
ない。
start any of
固めた
Guile's
時
game
もな。
last round. He just got walloped right at the beginning.
Yeah, we didn't see him really play. Wow, jump over and the flash kick after ゚d㚚. An unorthodox choice to go in over that, but it got the job done. Strider wasn't prepared, and we got a 1 round apiece. Quick rounds for both of them.
It felt like in round 1, I don't even remember ゚d㚚 throwing a single Sonic Boom.
Just erased from my memory.
Yeah, I know.
It's like a bad spring break. EX breaks up the armor there. It's 2 hits.
Yeah, you notice that that's something that Strider's been trying to do a lot. Look at this turnaround here since round 1. All of a sudden, ゚d㚚 is controlling everything, and again, right there, ゚d㚚's so good at catching you.
I think that was an upside down kick that got turned around because he went to the front.
He thought he was going to land on the other side.
だからな。
Checked for that low medium kick. This is
だからはあれや
how
ろ
this。
ボイ
matchup
ス
looks, right? Really, the
CV
big thing
日
that
傘を
Laura has
楽
is
しむ
one
だ
chance
けか。
potential. Trade on the standing medium punch anti-air, gets the job done, and that Guile jumping short is still very good.
Yeah.
Like it's still not easy to anti-air, and you see it there. Maybe a heavy
これ
elbow
さ
got the job
帽子かぶ
done,
ってる
but
けどさ
after
あれ
that,
帽子脱いでこう
explosive
シャッてや
first
るの
round. Tough to find that kind of opening again.
And you can see it right there, the hand on the chin, just kind of the little subtle head tilt that all fighting game players do between games, thinking about what happened. I did so well that first round, and then all of a sudden everything just went downhill. Here we go, opportunity now for Strider. This is what he likes to do.
Good break up there on that standing heavy punch back sway that Strider was involved in. Gotta be careful because you can late cancel the standing fierce into EX clap to catch the hitting buttons. Meaty looking for more pressure on the knee counter, hit him after, and it's gonna be a side switch.
Yep. Smart.
っていうかタッチ
V-trigger 2 activation. That's one of the that can be considered a buff for Guile this season.
あの髪型帽子の中で隠れてるからな
Such a powerful tool to have. Oh, nice. Using the cover of the thunderclap.
ああ
There's maybe a dash there or something. Like, I like the anti-airs a lot. Gustavo's standing in a better range than anti-air because he's going to
中
it
継
so
弱な
much.
ったんがきつい
But
よ
the
な
booms
ラ
on
ラは
deck.
多分
Ooh, flash kick, big damage.
ダブルセブン
Not enough to kill one more, but Kyle, he's so good at closing out rounds. That forward medium kick is one of the
しゃ
best
がん
round
でる
closing
ガイ
buttons.
ルにたん
Because, it just
そう
it
か
comes out of
いいんじゃねえ
nowhere.
の
And
ララ
it
松
reaches
田
so
お
far.
お
Ooh, dash up, jet upper from ゚d㚚.
Man.
ちょっとな
I
ララ
almost
は
expected Guile to yell out Shoryuken when
弱い
that
っていうの
happened.
がな
That was an uppercut. Launches it right into
ララ
the
はほんまに
sky.
対
That
空
was
だ
actually
け
pretty
がな
invincible. That's an invincible DP if I've ever seen one.
中継弱いのはマジ
Standing
きつい
medium
わ
kick, anti-air, upside down kick. Didn't get the flash kick. You saw the crouching light kick.
むずい
Light
と思うよ
flash kick, but
でもラッシュなんて V トリガーのそのラッシュ力みたいなのはほんまにやばいけど
the
な
beginning of potentially the end here.
Yeah, we talked about how V-Trigger 1 still has that ability to be scary.
ラッシュ力はほんまにやばいけど
And nice confirm off of the
それだけなんだよ
thunderclap.
な
EX move to check him. Another one back to back. He
とりあえず
creates
こかした
spacing
時に
here,
何
and
を
the
取れるか
jump
おっと何かしようと失敗
right
したっ
in
ぽい
the front. Might have thought it was going to be empty
た
low
だや
or
っぱ
something
対
like
空が
that.
弱いっていう
But
のはほんまきつい
801
と思うわあ
Strider
れ
loses in winners finals to ゚d㚚.
Yeah,
Dude.
odd timing
Dude.
on that. You
Yeah,
know,
for sure.
to get hit by that jump attack right there. Not sure.
やっぱり
Definitely didn't
さ
feel
す
like
が
he
に
was
さ
trying
す
to
が
hit
に
button.
さ
There
す
was
がに
definitely no time for
ドゥは
that.
強えよドゥは
Stand up. He just got hit.
It's kind of unusual, right?
Yeah,
Like, it's one of those things where you question what he was doing. Maybe he tried to slip in an HP elbow or something like that, but he didn't have the time to do so. Unfortunate for him. But, you know, it wasn't the audio that threw him off because this Victrix Pro was pumping into his eardrums, letting him know all the little cues he
カプコン
needed
プロ
if
ツ
you
ア
want
ー
to
第
be
1
on
戦目
that
の
level.
フ
You
ァ
can
イ
head
ナルラウン
over
ド
to
みんなで見てま
VictrixPro.com
す
to pre-order
Like
now,
do.
in case you guys are curious. I'm sure you're perched in your Vertigear chairs at
そ
home,
こはね
typing
もう
away on
ね
your
動画
keyboard
勢
on
で
the
ええわ
Victrix website, but you can
ダ
also
イヤ
type
モ
in
ンドまで
FR18
上げた
at checkout to get 15% off.
あ全然
All
残ってるよ
products
まだまだ
available
全然
over at
始まったばっかしなんで
vertigear.com. I recommend checking them
Do
out,
this guy.
doing your back a little favor there if you're maybe having some issues sitting still all day enjoying the Street Fighter action. And the Street Fighter version of this Razor Panthera, of course, available now. Check it out.
まあぶっ
Use
ちゃ
code
け
final round at rzr.to/final round
でも
2018.
ダイヤモンドまで上げたから別に
And
あれ
want
だよ
to
な
check out one of these beauty and blue sticks.
ブーブー
one of my
文句は言う
favorite
ていいと思う
colors, of course. So I'm always a big fan of the layout on this colorway.
まあまあまあね
Extremely pretty. And
このグループはどうなんだろう
discount on it as well. And there's no
コーディ
discount
が
on the season pass, but you probably still want to pick it up because the characters are sick. A lot of returning characters in the Street Fighter cast here available in the season 3 pass. Of course, Sakura and Blanca already available. 4 additional characters coming throughout the rest of the year. And I'm sure a lot of people are very excited to see when those characters will be coming out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
わから
I
ん
mean, it's interesting because
サードの
Sakura and Blanca
Q の
came
なん
out
かっていう
early.
Yeah, just back to
You know,
back,
back
right?
to back, 1 month. So you're just wondering to yourself, are they going to try to pull this off for the rest of the year? Not sure.
6 straight months of characters.
Yeah, it would be very interesting.
That'd be cool to me. I'd be down for it. I always want to see more and more characters out, more to watch, more to learn, more. The more characters are in the game, the more you see specialists with all the different characters. Back in the Street Fighter 4 days, there was, by the end, what, 44 characters in the game?
Yes.
So, you know, there was so much diversity in terms of who you saw everybody playing. And so now it's cool to sort of see this kind of a situation.
Yeah, I mean, a character like Zek who came out so late in the year was really, you know, we didn't see him much at Capcom
Right.
Cup. Although some people did use him, including Momochi, for
Shaku-san.
example. But one of the characters that has come out as DLC that's been very
いや
popular
いいん
is,
じゃねえ
of
の
course,
こう
Manat.
いうキャラはいていいと思う
We
よ
have people like Sako and Goichi
さあ出ま
and
したクソキャラ
Infiltration
第
and
一
Guilty all
俺
rocking
の
this
中ではクソキャ
character
ラ
now.
シリーズ
Filipino man.
Yes.
See, are
キャラ
all
で有
over
名
the
な
place.
バー
Very
ディさんじゃない
popular
ですか
character.
He is Filipino man. Man.
He's coming back.
He is coming back, huh?
Yeah, I think he's going to be at NCR in 2 weeks.
Okay, okay, nice,
So
nice.
cool, man. I'm excited to see many of these players out
さあ
here.
もうあと5
competing.
キャラ
We're going to
は
get to the winners and losers finals of many of these pools now that are coming up. This is, I believe, winners finals of this pool. Sako versus Danny Boy.
サコメナと強いよ
Oh,
な。
crush the can
強
on
い
start.
ねダニーボーイ
And yeah,
Oh,
she has long
Bagi
enough
どう
range
なの
normals to check that, of course, right? She's good at that kind of stuff. Down fears, great anti-air. Sako looking
でも
prepared.
さっきめっちゃ負けそうになってたけどな
Alright, well, there's a good anti-air from Danny Boy, but
つい。
Ooh, punish. Yeah, she has these long-range
Ah,
normals. Not
kitsuin
many characters
ka.
can
Minato
test Birdie on the
kitsuin.
ground.
especially that
さっき
standing
見
heavy
だ
punch
ったけ
that
ど
Birdie
なってい
has.
うか
Oh,
こと
yeah.
と
Really
負
tough
け
to
て
deal
た
with
け
that
どな。
and the crouch
いやでもあれコンボっていうかな最後のコンボが届かんくてそっから8割投げだけで死にかけたってやばかったよ
It's
なあれ
just
は
part of the pack.
7回やで6回か6回投げブンブンブンブン振ってたもんな
You know, there's all these different ingredients. Punish here.
どこなの？
Sako
え
chooses
V トリガー
that.
だからこのゲームは V トリガー強いキャラが今日から何やって
Danny Boy is playing too much into what Sako wants.
えあの
You know,
反撃を受けない
there's
靴ダイ
nothing
ヤシと
greater
か
when you're a zoning
あの
character
いや絶対
like
みんなが食らっちゃうあの EX ルパン
to
ダイ
fight
ブと
against
か
someone who's like, I'm gonna try to get in
EX
here
ブルフォーン
and, you
だ
know,
よなんだ
find
ブル
my
フォーンちゃ
way
う
through
な
all
んだっ
these
けこれ
orbs.
な
And then that
V トリ
just
あん
opens
た
them
V
up
ト
to
リゲ
be
やん
countered by your
みん
standard
なそうか
setups
見
very
てなん
easily.
であんな弱いの？
Unfortunately,
We
what else
still
can
may
you do? It's hard because you have to get in eventually against a character like
still
Manat, otherwise you'll be in trouble. I do like a little bit more bullhorn.
勝手にゲーム変わっちゃうから
Patience,
な
that's the key right there. You know, you can
あと
tell
火
when
力あるし
someone's
ね
desperate to get it because they keep throwing
あ
out
と V ト
headbutts,
リガー
they
発
keep
動さえすれば
jumping,
もう
they
ね
keep throwing
アホや
out
アホやから
bullhorns like that. You know,
何も
you've
考え
got
ん
to
でええ
really
から
just be patient about
何
it.
も
Be
考
willing
え
to
んでいいっ
block
て
a
す
lot
ご
of
いと思う
buttons. He keeps trying stuff. That's the problem right now.
あ
あれよもう
Good
ポッ
answer.
プーと
Yeah, the problem is if you're too patient, you'll never get in.
Right.
And if you're not patient, you'll lose too much on the way in. It's always a struggle. Sako with a low confirmed crouching. Light kick jab. EX had plenty more to follow and pretty clean first game there for Sako.
But that's one of the reasons why a lot of people love playing these zoning
あ
characters.
でもバイソン使ってた時は俺
It
そう
is
で
a
もなかった
challenge. It's
な
more of a puzzle to
バイ
find
ソンは
out
ちょっ
if
と
your
メナと
opponent
いける
is
か
in
らね
that
基本
eager
的に
mode or
眼
that
引きが安く
overambitious
済むから
mode.
Exactly.
And how can you trick them into falling into those
強くはなっ
patterns?
たとはいえ
Much the same for a grappler, right? When your opponent's going to panic and hold up,
Yep.
when they're just resolute to blocking. And those are kind of the
あ
interesting
とこの辺から
choices you get to make and force your opponent to make. Pick up off that drill, was well spaced enough to combo the standing light kick.
バーニ側がメナトをちょっと知らなすぎるねって感じがするな
Interesting slide timing.
一回捕まえたら絶対メナトもしんどいと思うよ
Yeah, but it's a great low check, and she doesn't have as many of those from distance.
Right.
そうかバーディの強みのその
Anti-air short
靴
one.
台足も
He
ぶ
didn't
れな
get
く
a
な
punish,
るんだ
actually.
よ
He
Yeah.
anti-jumped, probably expecting an anti-air to come out punish on the EX chain.
タコさんが岸本か横に見えてきた。
Who went for the
Nice
command
back
throw.
dash,
Sako
yeah.
is so prepared. It feels
Hi,
like he
hi.
has every answer
Hi, hi.
scouted. This could be it, though.
ある
Here
よ
we go.
あるよ
Sako's got the V trigger now activation. Yeah, so he
what's
just
up?
spends it right away. As soon as he got that meter, he was like,
佐古さんも温まってき
very,
たな
very like first frame. He had an opportunity that he knew could activate it without taking too much damage. Activation launches the orbs right away.
Yeah, and she's one of those characters that is actually very benefited by activating in the neutral. It just benefits
西
her
側って
so
ことは
much.
東ニューヨークとかの方はメ
Down
ナト多い
medium
の
punch.
Yeah, we haven't had a chance really to see Sako do it.
He crushed the jump back.
これは CA までい
He's
くかな
beat that here.
Yeah, because that's a critical art right there.
ダニー
And
ボーイ、
like I said,
ダディクルー。
ダリーボ
we
ー
never really got a chance to see Sako do anything too interesting with the orbs because he never had a V trigger except
he
for that
didn't
one
need it.
time.
He ran into a matchup where he got to play his defensive zoning style for the majority of the match, and he played it routinely and expertly.
ああ
And
そういう
that's
こと
exactly
か
what we
メ
saw
ナトは
him
確かに
do.
少
He
な
was
そうや
just
な
very prepared, very on point. Today, I think he looked a little shakier when he was playing against like 56K earlier this morning, but
ないよ
Sako looking a lot more
ないない
prepared. I like that he
カプ
was
コン
way
カッ
more
プ優
consistent
勝し
about
ないとダメ
anti-airs.
や
I
か
feel
ら
like that was giving him a lot of trouble at first. No longer an issue. And we have another match coming up. I'm excited to see this one. Ceroblast versus F-Champ. In this pool, I believe that Ceroblast defeated Yukadon to make it here on the winner's
さあ
side.
藤村君
Really? Or
藤村君が来るよ
you should say Fujimura. Yeah.
Fujimura.
No longer Yukadon.
He changed it back to the government.
Yes.
Fujimura
He's back
AKA
on the
Yukadon.
government name. His real name is what he's gone with now.
Yeah.
メナ RD
You know,
Filipino champ is just,
he's breaking it down for us. He said
Yeah.
this game is so stressful.
he's like, I could be at home chilling right now.
Enjoying his
Yeah.
weekend, bathing in the nice. I'm sure the weather in SF is probably not that nice right now. Not this
Yeah.
time of year. Probably raining. He said it's worse than paying rent. He'd rather be at home. He's paying 2 rents. One is his Street Fighter career, and the other is the rent he pays in
Oh,
SF,
man.
which is not cheap, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna check. Is that true that Fujimura is? Yeah, I see Fujimura is in this pool.
Okay,
The artist
okay.
formerly known as Yukadon.
Yep. Yukadon, of course, was a reference to Viper's ground pound.
Ground pound.
But it took on a different meaning, and Yukadon was like, I should probably not use this anymore.
Apparently, the darndest kids, you know how they are, turning
with their memes
yeah,
and,
their
you know.
meaningless phrases got turned into something despicable, and so Yukadon changed his name back to the government name
They
of
gotta,
Fujimura.
gotta keep using words like schmuck, right? You know,
Schmuck.
I'm gonna call people schmuckers from now on because
Oh, boy.
that's my jam right
You
there.
better.
So
you know,
Filipino.
I was actually so shocked by that. That was the turnaround that no one
フィリ
expected.
ピンチャンプ
Talk about stressful. Smuckers into jam. You know,
ジャン
James.
プ
This is why after all these years you're still around. You still have it in you. You got all the good stuff.
Oh man.
This is why after all these years they have to be like, you know, James has got to come back. He's too damn good at this. He's too damn good.
Of course, Filipino champ is going up against Ceroblast. It was is he still using Ken?
カマポイ
Yeah,
ね
still using
わ
Ken
ら
in
using
this.
Ken.
Has
わ
one
か
of
ら
the
ん
most hilarious streams I've ever seen.
いやなん
He
かでも
becomes so
なんかつ
easily
いてる
frustrated.
I don't know what that's like.
I don't either. But
まあ
but
トラ
he
ンジェ
becomes
スター
so
ってやつ
easily
ですかね
frustrated, and it's one of the most entertaining streams I've ever seen in my life.
Dude,
Just because his anger is like infectiously funny.
Right, and that's always the issue. Like whenever I get salty on stream, it becomes uncomfortably nervous. Like,
That's a bad kind of
yeah,
funny. Yeah,
everybody on the stream is always like, is he okay?
James okay. But Ceroblast, like, you're never sure, you're never worried about like
まあでも
it's more his like sanity, you know, that you're worried about. You're like, oh boy. It's entertaining. Turn down the volume, but enjoy the stream nonetheless. And of course, if there's ever a stressful match, it's Ceroblast, who has such an unconventional style. He is like a really like risk-heavy, kind of all over the place style of Ken. He's not afraid to take risks and just go kind of like a little bonkers, and that's a sick style because it's a style that like when he does play solid, you're just like, oh god, I wasn't expecting this. So he switches between these two styles. He's very fluid about it, and it's really fun to watch.
And it fits the character very well. Ken is about being aggressive, but then finding those moments to also play careful as well.
You need that fluidity. Oh man, he did 5 crouching medium kicks in a row. There's a buffer in there somewhere. He's up to no good.
Perhaps trying to whip punish something or just, you know, fake that he's doing something else. It may look like he's just hitting it just to hit it, but again, I've always said at the highest levels, every button you press has a reason you're hitting that button. If you can't tell me why you hit a button, then you should not have hit that button, basically. That is how fighting games work. He's going to get in there with that heavy Tatsu.
ああ、旅費はな、まあ用意しようもとできるけどな。ぶっちゃけ言うと一人で行くんはだるい。金がかかる。
This is where Ceroblast shines, right? Right in the corner. You get EX, very close to stun. Back throw will stun actually. Wow.
Or just go for the cross up.
この剣うめえな。
Probably do depending. Oh no, not quite.
一応ね、エボ終わったらドラゴンボールやろうかな。
Remember, Filipino champ lost the domination in the
10時間。10時間乗りますか。あ、12時間か。
because Filipino champ is
鉄拳はだから1年でちょうどやめよう。1年がやるけどね。とりあえずドラゴンボールはやりたい。今年はね、8月の1日か2日ぐらいじゃなかったね。関空からやったら10時間乗って。でもええやん、寝て。ああ、これはいいダメージ入ると思う。チョコないんだよ。日本から出てない。だからどっかで乗り換えなあかん。おもろいらしいな。だからやるのは10月か。あ、じゃあ8月終わりぐらいから。ラスベガス行こうと思ったらロスかサンフランシスコか、一番安く行こうと思ったらカナダのバンクーバーか。からの乗り換えになるから。
Neutral jumped, and then of course we saw yesterday Goichi expect that and have the anti-air, but
成田からの直便あったっけ？
Yeah.
The thing about Ceroblast is that he has such a like
成田からあった？成田からあったっけ？でも大体安く行こう思ったら、でもその辺直便になるとクソ高いと思うよ。やっぱ安くなると安く行こうと思ったらどうしても絶対乗り換えいる。
Yep. I've always called that the difference between a science player who Filipino champ is and an emotion player.
でもね、面白いよ。行った人から分かるんやけど、行くんやったら1回は行ってほしいな。めちゃめちゃおもろいから。
The better you are at that, the more correct you are off the time.
He tried to whip Tatsu after he threw him, and Filipino champ got the jab, and Out Loud said, "What?"
スポンサー見つけるか自腹で行くかの違いやろうけど、行くのはほんまおもろい。
You can't get away with
まあ
that.
面白いよ。それは絶対言え
You
る。
think this is Super Turbo?
あとなんとか帰ってこれるよほんま。
Super Turbo, that one.
英語できんごでも。
Coming soon in May.
うまい。
30th anniversary collection.
あー見えね
That was sick. Right in the middle. You were over there talking about Super Turbo, and Ceroblast was on his own. He was like, "Look, James, I got stuff to do."
この剣うまいな。
Teleports out of there.
あのフィリピンのチャンプがボコボコにされてんだから。
Here comes the sun.
Oh, beautiful.
ほらほらもう一丁。
Ready for the one time he teleported to the
わからん
other
見てね。
side.
今出てきてね。
Now needs to make a comeback. He has access to
お
one
前さん今
more
何使ってんのか知らんしな。
There it is, but unfortunately, Ceroblast was right there, so he blocks it, so nothing comes out of it. Nice teleport, getting Ceroblast away some meter.
わあ
Oh,
見
he
えない
stayed
今
on
の
the
は見
same
えない。
side. Filipino champ now with the life lead.
You see him back out. There's so much fear and so much patience. He was like, "Look, I don't know what he's gonna do. I just want to get out of there." Filipino champ. Stress averted as he gets the game on the board.
そうなん
And the
や。
nice thing about that was, you know, once Ceroblast had started the run, it looked like Filipino champ who just got hit by the fireball.
ドラゴンボール面白いからな、
in a
らしいからな。
negative state, so he's like, oh shoot, here comes Ken, I better block.
Right.
Filipino
孫さんはなんか
champ
ルーザー
instead
ズ
was
ら
like,
しい。
You know what? I'm just gonna slide right here. I'm not going to play scared.
I like it. That's a good choice. And it really, it clearly threw off Cereblast, who had a lot of momentum and played well the first game, but it seems like Champ has sort of caught on to his tendencies. Now it's time for him to pick one, right? He either doubles down or he slows it down. He's got to pick one or the other. And I think he is the kind of player who can come up with new ideas and just, you know, do stuff that Champ won't expect. And that's really his strength and versatility in this playstyle that he has.
Yeah, and honestly, you know, you mentioned that Cereblast has that good ability to switch between kind of manic and also calculated.
まあキャラパー落ちちゃったからね。
That is basically a very strong skill of top players. Probably none better than ゚d㚏, who is the best at switching between offense and defense at a moment's notice.
Yeah, and he has an unusual style himself. You know, he doesn't do what everybody else does, right? ゚d㚏, it's a funky guy for sure. And a clean slide under from Champ, good spacing. And sliding in, he's playing a little bit more offense while counter hit off the drill. Teleports away, always respecting the uppercut.
See if he has the bait ready for it. And we saw last time when he baited out the EX uppercut, he knew all the sequence to run on it with the V-trigger too.
And look at him just picking him apart here. This is a very clinical Dawson round against Ken. Cereblast has not gotten opportunities to get started, and the clean standing like check on the dash. Filipino Champ now.
いや、ピードもやってんじゃないの?
Yeah, I think one of the key things was when he traded with the fireball. He just threw out a limb and it traded. And that was enough to kind of put Cereblast at a few frames slower than he was probably accustomed to dash afterwards, and that's why that standing light kick check worked.
Yeah, and that was a great counter hit.
ドラゴンボールはな、多分
run
基本的にそういうキャラやよ。
So he was ready for the pickup.
Cereblast now
10対4で513の勝ち。
nervous and scared, you know.
今のダウン取りたかったな。
Okay, there we go. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. He played as careful enough to find the opportunity to get in there. Oh, that is a big blow to get that back throw for Filipino Champ.
And he burns out a lot of this time. He's got the trigger bouncing in.
ボーリングタイム。ボーリングタイムやったな。
Cereblast not going to even get the opportunity to capitalize. Filipino Champ confirms it, gets the job done, and he is out of his pool in winner's side. So stress averted until 6 p.m. He's got about 4 hours until he's under more stress. He can kind of relax.
ドラゴンボールやるんだったら俺多分セルブベジータがやりな。セルブベジータ。ただヒットっていうキャラクターもなんか強そうやからな。それかブラックかな。でも全一でもあれやろやっぱ世界全一はやっぱり
Sherry has defeated everyone on the way here. She said that there was like a bunch of Abigails in this pool. I wonder if she even counted Flash as one of the Abigails, you know?
やっぱブロリーはちょっと使ってみたいなと思う。
She should have.
Yeah, she
definitely does not
like to fight that character.
Interestingly enough, you know, a lot of people have dropped her character to Kali this season. A lot of people like kind of switching away from her. Not because of lack of strength. Hatani, for instance, is like, yeah, I'm bored. He's like, I'm sick of doing ground pounds and you know, hitting heavy kick and all this and that. I couldn't handle it anymore. Man, ゚d㚏 is walking around the venue. He looks as lost as usual.
You know, that's the best thing about it too, is that he just kind of walks around and like. He's probably the most important fighting game player in all of history, right? In all of fighting game history. And yet, he just walks around the venue looking lost like a little puppy, you know.
He looks so confused. He's actually started one way and then turned back the other way 3 times in a row since you said that. He went right and then went left and then went right and then went left and then he set his stuff down and then went right.
Yeah,
that's exactly. It was very. He picked the side.
And honestly, every time I go to an event and I talk to people who have come to their first events and such, you know, it's one of the favorite things that I like to talk to people about. The fact that here in the fighting game community, you know, we're just all walking around. We're just hanging around. If you see us, say hi. You know.
If ゚d㚏 goes out, he will have a beverage in his hand that's not a Red Bull.
The hardest thing, obviously, for ゚d㚏 is that, you know, he doesn't speak much English. So, you know, basically you just have to walk up and do the miming thing where you're like, picture? You know?
Picture. Take a picture. He'll get in the picture.
Right.
He'll set the drink down for a second.
You know, it's always funny, too, because, you know, these hand gestures, I just thinking about it, like taking a picture. Like, no one actually holds the camera up to their face like that anymore, right?
Yeah.
And
聞いてるよ。めっちゃ静か。周りの音聞こえんね、基本は。
Phones don't look like that anymore. That's like a flip phone, if anything,
I
right?
wonder if that'll still be a thing like 10 years
headphone
from
でも
now.
ね
Or people still use that as a phone call.
I mean, look, the save
暇してる
icon,
って。
half the people have no idea what that is,
floppy
right?
disk?
Yeah, have you ever used the floppy disk?
ゲームの音をどっから引っ張ってきてんのか知らんけどね。
I'm familiar. I'm like just past that point, right? Like a little younger than me. You're probably like Knuckle Dude, probably not familiar.
Hey, look, man, I was
で
a
も
person
キャラ
who
は
had
あれ
to
なん
buy
やな。
zip disks back in the day to save all of my stuff.
Never heard of it.
シェリー・ジェンっていうのかな、
Zip
ジェニー
disks
っていう
used to
の
be
か
able to hold
な。フラッシュか、
100
アビゲイル。
megs
ネカリ
on
って
it, and it was the most amazing thing.
Zip.
はいはい、
You
ア
gotta
ビ
The
ゲイル
send
high capacity
はい、
zip
出
disk.
ま
That's
し
right.
You
た
gotta。hit
み
me
んな
up
大
with
好き、
my
アビゲ
page about that.
イ
Send
ル。
me a
そうい
page
えば
about
ラ
that.
ラは多10日よ
Me and my brother even used to have like
なん
secret
でやねん。
numbers that we would send each other
はいはい
as messages.
はよはって俺
you know?
一回も行ったことねえぞ。
No, yes, on the zip
Or on the
disk. There you go.
pagers.
Yeah.
That's
On
the question. Which ancient technology are we talking about? Boy, oh boy, that did a grip, and he's
アビはもう
got the
火力
corner
を出してく
positioning
れんだ
already.
ろ
Flash
わら
forcing the issue
ネカリ
early.
どうすんのこ
That's
れ
a。big tire, by the way.
That is
タ
a
イタ
big
ニは
tire.
初日ルーザーズ
There's a
抜け
lot of tires. What is
大
that
きに変え
tire
たんだよね、
supposed to be
確か。
made for? That's why I wonder what wheel was big enough that that tire was designed
It's
for.
custom designed for him. You have to remember
シ
that
ェ
he
リ
is
ー・
in
ジェニ
fact
ー
a
ってい
car.
うんかな。
I feel like I
この
really
組み合わ
want
せ
to
でも
see
ど
an
う考えても
alternate
アビゲイル
version
じゃ
of
ねえ
that
の
where instead of tires they have tank treads.
Yeah, that's
てか
probably more
俺
fitting.
知らん V トリ2ネカリの V トリ2ってどんなんだっけ。
Now for
いい
Sherry.
のかね
Backing
どう
off,
なん
playing
だろ
very mobile
う。
with
バッ
this
クは
feature.
強いからね。
The big strength of Nikali, right? He can move around pretty easily when he's in this form.
Regular throw, meaty seismo.
And just backs off the hit and run from Sherry.
Yep.
The guerrilla tactics against Abigail.
And that is one of the biggest advantages of fighting against
Abigail.
Abigail so tall in that, you know, you can do early jump attacks. Oh, is that dead?
Close. And
Yes,
she did it.
She did it. She did it. She did it.
And she looked right at him after,
Yeah,
like, yeah,
uh-huh.
I was willing to uppercut. Why
And
not?
Flash had that look on his face. It's like, I really just didn't think you were going to do it.
He went for crouching like it. He believed.
Yeah.
Ooh, no uppercut.
Same way we started round one, right? With that big old damage right at the start. Oh, that's going to be good damage for Sherry.
ただこの女の人うめえぞ。
Went for the
フラッ
overhead
シ
a
ュ
little
って
too far.
全然アメリカでも強行の人やのに。それに勝てるってうめえなおい。
Sherry looking pretty
ちゃん
solid
と
here.
してるね
Wow. That was
なんだよこ
a
の
lot
女
of
の人。
range.
Yeah, but I really like
普通にうめえ
what
ぞ。
Sherry's doing with the
力何
movement.
か
But
出すや
here
つちゃん
comes,
のメカ
oh
ニの V タ
man, yeah, the meaty
全然知らねえ
into
な
the
V トリ
back
2。わ
heavy.
Counter
ナイ
hit.
トロ最強。
Flash closes out the round with that punch. And, you know, you could play slow and
日
steady,
本
but
の
all of a
女
sudden
は
he
ふ
gets
ざけた
moving.
のしか出てこ
He's
ない
moving, and it's a lot of damage.
Yeah, that is definitely some vroom vroom scream going right there. Oof.
That roundhouse, an important button that Nikali has, right? You really have to rely on that a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's his best ranged ground poke that's not the seismo, you
Right.
know? But the problem with the seismo, unlike a normal fireball, it doesn't control all the space as it travels across the screen.
女
Yeah,
大
just
会
like
や
that,
れ
the
ばいい
side
の
was
にな
behind. It's
ま
been CA.
あ、ほらほらほらほ
Take the
らほ
knockdown
ら。
and positioning for sure. Force Sherry to gaslight and wake up here.
It's not a true life lead because Sherry can CA right back if she really wants to. Oh yeah,
What
you're
a
not
pop.
you're not getting past me.
A pop out of the air and Flash with a smile on his face. Why wouldn't you smile after that, right?
わら
And I can hear Sherry saying this right now. I hate this character. I hate this character. But SoCal has a good Abigail
A
player
couple of
now,
Abigails, yeah. It seems like Abigail is common everywhere now because
普通に
of
うめえよ。
強
right?
そうだ
I
ね
can tell you it's not
でも
not the
こ
fan
の
base
人
of the
強えよ
character
普通に。
that makes people play him.
どすこい
Except for David.
どうすこ
Yeah, except for David.
Except
Well,
for
you know,
David, you know.
the Abigail punch
キャラ
is
的
David's
にアビ
hands,
ゲイ
so
ル
of course
が
That's right.
アビゲイルがめっ
Jab,
ちゃ暴れるな。
DP on wake up from Sherry. Not invincible, it's just really fast.
Yep.
Come in.
めちゃめちゃ嵐に
I
来る
like
な
that。Sherry's a little bit more active on trying to force the issue. It's not easy against the Abigail. He can be a
こ
wall,
れ
and he's got a lot of HP.
どこに突っ込んでいくかって感じだよな。
Wasn't confident enough that was
Bale
going to be
teru,
this nice
bale
jump
teru.
over the EX command throw. And then a regular throw side switch.
うめえわらわら
Chase down. Knew that she was going to
こっ
back
からやで。
dash.
ああ、
Yeah,
お
too early.
ちょっと早かった。
Flash is looking to activate on that V trigger. Oh, A little out of range.
Wow.
Too far to combo.
これ何今の
Kind
何
of a nice jump back light punch.
It was an instant overhead,
今の何
and then he absorbed it with the fear.
今の何
But yet, Flash tried to activate the sweep off the back.
俺全然知らんねんけどネカリの V-2 の性能
So he just did it
聞
again.
いたことなかったから
You can't activate off second hit of the sweep.
こんばんは。
こんばんは
Crushed
Well,
right
that's
to the
30 分もない
face.
ですけど、
Takes
15
his
分だけやけ
time.
ど。
Walks right up into EX Giant flipping.
今日は
Guess
これ
what?
で
You just lost a third of your life.
にされたよ。わらわら。
That's one very important crush counter not to eat a Sherry.
現状日本最強アビゲイルってなの
Okay, goes
Come on,
for the
Sam.
regular throw. I do like that Sherry is going for a lot of throws and command throws. Gotta keep Flash honest that way. Oh boy. Oh, he didn't charge it the whole way.
Well, maybe expected Sherry to move or to punish the jab with it.
Trying to send out some
た
of
ま
that
あ
halitosis
ねあれ
out there.
かなんか唾吐くやつか思い出した思い出した
That low confirm so good. Charged up the guard break. Needs another one though.
Now chip damage away.
Oh.
Oh, doesn't even need it. Just gets the crouch, light punch, Flash. Lost the first round in both games, but in game one he came back 2 rounds straight. Can he do this again, or can Sherry send it to a game number 3?
でもこれ多分リーチ差がやっぱし
Sherry
んど
though
いと思う
uppercut was
よ
in the middle of a dash, giant flip.
Yeah, again, Flash really ready for those jumps.
Oh, and that's a doozy of a crush counter to eat. That's gonna be a stun.
Not gonna be able to build up. Oh, yeah. Okay, so he's just gonna spend 1 bar
バ
right
ブ
away.
リゲール
Still
パ
close
ン
to
チ
killing.
6
Sherry,
割ぐ
one
らい持
more
ってた
opportunity. Gotta watch the overhead. Gotta watch the down jab.
But no damage from
どうか
Flash.
してるぜいい
Yeah,
ですか
that look, I know, I recognize that look. I
It's not a
recognize
happy
that
look, that's for
No.
sure.
That is definitely one of those.
おつやげ。
What are you
わら。
supposed to do to this
いやでも
character?
頑張ったんだけどね
looks?
みたいな
So,
One
there
of
it is.
those looks.
And Flash is gonna make it out on the loser side right there. So that means Sherry's a run here at Final Run has been.
多分あ弱体化ないと思うけどな
Yep, so nice work to Punko and Flash making it out. If you guys want to check the brackets, of course, smash.gg. Check it out. Look at the final round.
リーチ差は
Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying the Street Fighter action. I am out of here. We're going to take a break. You'll be on.
いや俺もともと前のバージョンの時にも腹立ってたけどな何やねんこのギャラと
So
思っ
you
て
and I are out of here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go do some more 30th anniversary testing and stuff like that. You can follow me on Twitter. I've been testing a bunch of stuff just to let me know, just to test the arcade accuracy. But
I saw that a lot of those glitches and stuff are in there. That's cool, man.
Yes, that
So
is true.
JC Henser on Twitter. You can see it down there, actually.
That's
Jay
right.
Chenzer. Follow this
There you
man on
go.
Twitter for more information and all that. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying the Street Fighter action. We'll see you guys in just a little bit.
stay classy, San
剣を
Diego.
引っ
All
て
right.
旦那にしてるの。
なんだっけ危なかった危なかった
テレビ関係。
何やったっけな忘れたわあちゃープンコ強えなやっぱ見えないっすって言ってた
奮闘って楽しそうにしないよね。
まあ真剣ですから
プンコは何のキャラ使っても強いよ。
まあな
ネモもいるの。
ネモさんはサクッと抜けたっぽいネモさん優勝はあると思うけどな一瞬戦撃
ユリアン。
ユリアンだろうなウリエンはいクソ系
プンコのダル半端なく強いからね。
うんこダルも使えんの見たことないわコーリンとアビゲールとキャミーしか見たことない
メナトどうなの？
強いとは思うけど
ジートは
9ですさあスマック対板橋板橋やっぱウルフォ最強やな
where a lot of
分
people
裂
would
で
back
暴
off.
走しててツインコダル使ってたけどクス強かった。わらわら。
He
こ
plays
れ
it in
今や
such
っ
a
てるの
different
か。
way.
やってないやってない。これ過去。
Yeah, he
過去でございますよ。
he knows I have to be offensive with this character. So instead of eliminating any opportunities for
過
the
去で
other
ござい
guy,
ま
I
すよ
have to make my offense better.
まい 大型体育立ちだけで体育できんの？
アル
Man,
早
his
いな
spacing
こ
was
の。
impeccable there. Oh!
あるよあるよ。あ
Finding the
あま
right
さかの
choices.
That's what I'm talking about.
Finding the right choices.
He's not afraid.
You can't be with Dudley. That's why Smug has taken this character so far.
強気のダド。
Oh. Okay, lariat. Oh, gotta punish well. He doesn't. Lucky for ゚d゚ щ.
イタさんも最近アビだもんな。
うんだからもう投げキャラ系が全部アビゲールでいいじゃんってなっちゃったのがあかんて。
Okay, there's red
あ
focus
こっ
now.
からさあ
Gonna get
投
the
げ
nice
て
setup afterward.
うよーさあどっちもう裏そして通常投げ
ほ
1位でかい
んま終わった。
Ah,
うよー
Looking for another ride just to let him know.
that's much more of the round that ゚d㚑щ wants, and that's how the round often goes against non-smug Dudleys.
Right.
But
That's what you were saying.
わあさあイエスタッキングから投げ曲げ読みのバックステ
as far as the character matches go,
壊し中盤
but I feel like Smug is
さあ
better
これ
playing
は
it than most.
壊しから
Look, a lot of grappler players are not
しっ
used
か
to
りつな
people
いで
going in
だ
on.
中段これはピオリーチまで行くぞあとはコンボ入らない
Look at him, look at this
固めたけど
guy.
これな
That's-
ピオルか
oh,
な
he's
じゃあもう
not
一回
stunned
か
yet.
Gonna stun him.
Next hit, certainly. Oh, he knows this. He knows it too. Look at this guy. ゚d㚑щ is afraid.
フードフェアすんげえ固め
Wow.
わーお
Wow.
はいはいはいはいはいはい
But you're holding back the whole time. You don't get that stun back unless you get out of block for long enough.
はいはいはいってやつやな
As a Zangief, you just are not. You oftentimes don't have to build that really good defensive play because people don't challenge you.
They respect you because they're afraid
あ
of
れだ
that
け
DP.
固められるとスタ
So
ンは大
when
回
you come up
復で
against
きん
somebody like
ぜ
Smug,
ね。
I just feel like
さ
that's a great player matchup, even
あ
if
と
the
ミッ
character
クから
matchup is not that
今
great.
度はおっとなんかもうちょっとミスったあーおいしいあっと次に失敗壊し壊しバニー
゚d㚑щ gets himself around.
もったいない。
Ooh,
まあ
wow.
ウルコンじゃねあれやったしね次の勝負かけれないから
Smug shrugs it off.
Smug's anti-airs. Seriously.
あークソゲ
360 kick
さあクソゲ
and the
どっち
setup
今度は表かな
Yes.
あベッドアップ
Good read there from Smug.
しっかり着地硬直にスクリュー
゚d㚑щ.
さあ体育しておーっとうまい背び枠捨てジャックスクで吸ってさあ次の置き攻めで死ぬぞお投げたあー回すだけ
That was very smart response from ゚d㚑щ. Just the tip of the
もう回すだけやでと
on the crouch roundhouse, but ゚d㚑щ was one step ahead.
カニパン。男は黙って回すだけ。
That is
わ
just
ら
a。wall. Hard for Dudley's buttons to get through. Okay. ゚d㚑щ has found some things. Good stuff. He's a round away from
マジ
sending
クソ
Smug
キャラ。
losers.
Yeah, when it's one game to
ス
one.
クリューまあ基本的にダットリーはこれ組み合わせ的にはきついやろいけんわけじゃないやろうけどおおショートスイングブロー対空スイングブローか
いいキャラだわ。
Position.
いやーいいゲームだわ神ゲーですわ
Match round for ゚d㚑щ.
いやいい
He's
面
trying
白い
to
キャラだ
pick that
わ
spot on screen that can be beneficial to him, but Geef's strong, Geef's medium kick. He just has
新
such
キャラ
good
覗
touch.
けばね。わら。
There's so many of
新
them.
キャラ覗けばね
We know that. as we
うる
said,
せえな
Smug will shrug those
新
things
キャラ
off,
得るのは楽しいぞ
but now you can lose, so it becomes
う
that
まい
much more dangerous.
中あーこれは
Okay.
スタートミ
Been
ッ
delayed
ク
each time here.
どっち
Not this time. Nice
今度
read.
も裏
Just reversal.
あーバックステ読み
Dash.
ムーンウェイの大会あん
Not
な。
あ
afraid he gets the low roundhouse.
エレナ
Yeah.
さんとだくそす
Can
ぎ
kill
て
him
く
here, he
さ。
cannot.
It can fall apart so fast.
バニーが空中ヒットさあどっちだこれはおーっと
゚d㚑щ jumps back.
いやこれ過去のやつ過去のや
Oh, he just wants to trade. He just
つジェッ
wants
ト
to
バニー逃げる
trade.
あ
Get
ー捕ま
it.
って
It's gonna
でも
be
これ死なない
something
まだ死なないゲージがない
Oh,
削ったー
The chip. Ita's last as he realizes he left himself prey to the second hand of that. He thought he had the right choice.
過去ですこ
Great presence of mind.
今の3ボルでも削れたのかね。
いや3ボロやったらどうだったよね。てかさっきから結構ねなんかやってんだよ過去のやつ。なぜか過去のなんだっけファイナルラウンドの試合かな。わあアトミック入っちゃった4ゲージ溜まってる。あこれ確定じゃない。遅かった。あとミスった。だけど死んだ。死んじゃったって言ってた。この中で気になるのはもったいなかった。リバサじゃなかったね。リバサやったら死んでたか。
ジャップ誰か来ないの。
ジャップね。私はこの右のアケコン持ってますけどかっこいいっすね。右のアケコン手に入ったけどさ。
サガットの弾がどうなるか。G
な。多分なんか Q っぽいらしいけどな。 Q の中身じゃねえのかって言われてるやん。はてと
ラガ G 指導。
ラガジーな。やりません。もう俺悪いけどほんまにストーク面白くなくてやってないからな。
サガット早く追加してあげないとボンちゃんかわいそう。
でもほんまに最弱やってもうでやるんかな。ほんまになんていうのサガットがマジで戦え今のそのなんていうゼク並みのパワーしかないんやったらそれでもボンちゃんはやるの？
触ろうかな。
ブランカな。ブランカはレプカバーディーらしいね。ファルケがどんなキャラかわからんな。ファルケリーチ長いっぽいんだよな。なんか棒術使いっぽいから。
あいつは何しても仕事固定給だろうし。
まあ多分ないっぺんでもほんまに
坊主書いたよね。明日ファルケ発表あんの？
もしかしてどうなんだろう。あるんかな。
弱くてもやるって言ってたけどダメなら違うキャラに戻すんでしょ。
あるかも。
まとまったキムは見込んでるだろうね。ブルは失敗よ。ボンは差が使わんやろうな。
そうなると使わんやろね。あえて見てみたいけどね。
結局桜どうなの？
弱いだそうです。というわけで皆さんお疲れ様でした。お疲れ様でした。明日夜かな。明日の朝何なんだっけ。
モンハンにも桜はよ。
それまだ桜出てないな。モンハン
お疲れでした。
はいお疲れ様でした。またぼちぼちこういう感じで時々やっていきますんで、よかったらまたコミ入っていただいたら見れますんで、はいありがとうございました。ではでは。
ありがとうな。
はい、そげスリープやもう見とったら眠たなるわほんま。ではではありがとうございました。お疲れ様でした。